Welcome to the lab where genetics collide. Reptiles everywhere with colors amplify. The morph so wild, they'll twist your mind. Patterns like art, every scale is defined. In the reptile world, we're raising the bar. Discover new genes, then combining them all. Creating foundations that make our brain shake. Insane combos that hit like an earthquake. Genetic canvas. Paint the dream. Make a dream where reptiles glow and the visions gleam. Tune in now, let's raise the ceiling. The best reptile podcast starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us this episode. We are back. I did miss you all last week. Shout out to our guest. He missed the episode because he had some family issues, but we did hear some news that everything did work out for that situation. So good blessings over there, and we are going to we have actually set up a future episode with him so that we can do the first blueprint breakdown. So that's going to be an episode where we dive genetically into the collection, talk about the projects, talk about the directions, and kind of go through the animals and talk about the genetics that make up those projects in those specific animals, and you know the basically the breeding plans as well of how to put those things, how they're putting those things together, how they're going to combine those mutations for their best outcome in their animals, and also utilizing shed testing a lot nowadays. So shout out to Charlie at Phenome Testing. If you guys aren't using it, you're going to fall behind. So definitely get on the shed testing train and yeah, definitely advance your projects, because you can advance decades now with shed testing compared to what we used to be able to do when we were just kind of layering genetics on and layering recessives on and not shooting for those possibilities where it was only a 50% triple possible. And you know, shed testing has changed the game, so shout out to them over there. We really appreciate the work that they're all putting in, including RGI as well. So I'm Jared, the genetic jeweler with Gem Exotics, and this episode we are breaking down the Dark Angel mutation. And this mutation is one that is newer to me, it's newer to a lot of us, and that's why it's going to be a good one. We got a couple glimpses of the Dark Angel project on a past podcast, and if you guys missed it, Trap Talk Network also had Mills on that episode, or on an episode over there where he showed off the Super Leopard, Super Dark Angel out of shed. So check that out. We are going to have that animal on the show today, but it may be going into shed. So I just wanted to shout that out for everybody to go and have a better look if we don't get it that great of one tonight. But yeah, I appreciate you all coming out to watch the episode. If you're watching us live, say what's up, drop your comments and questions in the chat. If you guys are watching this replay, drop your questions. We'll come back, we'll recap them, we'll answer them for you. And drop that hashtag replay gang so that we know that you were here. Hit that like button because we're ready to get into this episode. If you missed last week, or the week before last episode, it was a great episode on the Java mutation, and I have a recap for you guys here. So just to spice it up, make you go back and watch it. Okay. Super Orange Dream Java Scrambler. Okay. Now that's interesting, and I want you guys to just compare, because I have the layover for that animal with the fire gene. So that's with the fire, and that's without the fire.
You know, all the way through, but it still radiates this incredible richness, you know, through here.
Yeah.
And it's
Java wants to pull all those alien heads back to the belly too.
that is lavender piebald enchi,
Okay.
super orange dream Java.
Oh wow, that's kind of crazy. Okay. Super Orange Dream Java Scrambler. Okay. So I don't know, maybe that uploaded a little weird. I'm not sure. It played weird on my side, but make sure you guys go back and check out that episode. There was tons of amazing animals and some insight into the Java mutation that we haven't had before. It's a lesser worked mutation. I feel like it's a little lesser known across the industry, and definitely one that is underworked, in my opinion, for how long it's been around. So check it out, see if it's a fit for your collection as well. But this episode, like I said, is about the Dark Angel. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button now. We're gonna see what you guys are saying in the chat, see who's all here joining us tonight live. You know, I do this pretty quick. I just say what's up to everybody so that we can get the guest out here and kind of break down this mutation. So I know Mike Ramorese Royals is in the building at top. Basement Pythons in the house. Dickie Foster, appreciate you. Ken, LMK Reptiles. They're going to be having a benefit auction over there on their channel, so definitely check them out and subscribe if you're not. Punk Raw Cobb Ball Pythons. I don't want to mess anything up, but appreciate you coming out. Don went camping with basement pythons once. Can't look at myself in the mirror anymore. Silly guys. Everybody in the chat's having a good time. We appreciate you. Heart of the Python in the house. Bill and Kate. Third Coast Constrictors. Dickie Foster in the house. Mike and Melissa. Mercy Morphs. Joe. Courtney Foss and Furious. Jamie Graceful Pythons. Jamie Tire got Morphs. Appreciate y'all coming out, hanging out with us tonight. Got Kyle Markham Reptiles, Slay in the building. Appreciate you all. Definitely filling up the house tonight. So, Bohemian Exotics, G-Paw Ferguson. Start dropping some questions in the comments about this Dark Angel for the guests tonight. They both do have the mutation, of course, and Jen is stateside, so super curious to see, you know, what projects she's going to be working this mutation into and kind of what her insights are as far as where this is going to interact and work well. And then we got David join Reptiles and Eddie at Static Morphs. We appreciate you all. So let's go ahead and bring our guests on out tonight. Oh, wait, real quick. Got to shout out the merch. Got the sponsor, Rice Reptiles, up top on the hat. We got the new code, 30% off. I'll be dropping it a little later in the layover, but GEM30, 30% off at Rice Reptiles. It's a code that you use in the notes section or personal inquiries on Morph Market. Get you 30% off your entire order. And then we also have Ectothermic Dungeons code. It's going to be Dungeon 10, and that's going to get you 10% off your entire order. So make sure you guys are using those, checking out what's available with both of those great breeders, but as well as all of our other sponsors, because they all have amazing projects, amazing animals, different availability, and different deals. Just mention the genetic canvas when you inquire. So sitting backstage, we got the man of the hour. He's the one that founded this mutation. We've had him on the show in the past, showing off the Bambino. He's the king of Bambino. Let's go ahead and welcome him out tonight. We got Mills from the Reptile Pit. How's it going
Hey
tonight?
guys. Yeah, very good, thanks. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. So,
Thank you. Thanks for everyone joining the call. We appreciate you coming and watching.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So, and then our other guest for this episode is Jen with TJ HUTCH Exotics. Let's go ahead and welcome her out. How's it going tonight?
All good, all good.
So, first I want to just know, where did the name come from? Because I don't think anybody's asked that yet. The Dark Angel.
It's just when I saw, when I see the animals, I just get inspired with the names, and I thought Dark Angel was quite apt for this animal because it was beautiful and dark, and to me it had that angelic iridescent glow to it as well. So I thought it was kind of perfect for, the Dark Angel.
Gotcha. So it had like the glow of a halo, in your opinion, the iridescence, and then the darkness. Okay, I like it.
Angelic, yeah.
Yeah, That's cool. So, would you say that it was subtle when you found it and it popped up, or was it very apparent when it was originally found?
No, it was a real mind-boggling process, to be honest with you. I created a lot of clutches, and from where it came from, there was always blackhead attached. So it took me
Gotcha.
a number of years to actually get it in a simple form, because I produced animals that looked different, and the blackhead also had a very strong influence of red and ringer in it. So we had all aspects there to be looking at. So I was trying to breed some stuff, and it was real high intensity red and ringer. So I thought, let me shoot for the super with them, and it turned out that they were super red and ringers. And then finally, last year, actually, after working a good 4 or 5 years on the project, since 2001, I think the female first went, or it may have been slightly before then. Um, I finally managed to get just the isolated gene on its own
Gotcha.
for
Yeah.
the first time.
So I do have that picture of the original female, correct? The blackhead dark angel. That was the original female.
Blackhead, Dark Angel, Red and Ringer gene. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What
Okay.
a stunning. I mean, I was fortunate enough to get a lot of uh, the original Blackhead stock from Ralph when he first made the Super and discovered how powerful the Blackhead was. Then
I
I
remember that. I mean, it was like my favorite thing when the super blackheads were amazing, but the super blackhead was just, it was one of the most amazing supers at the time, you know?
And what a thing for Ralph to follow these dreams as well. You know, people said to him that the Phantom was just going to be another Mojave, and there's no use going for the Super because it's just going to produce a white snake. And he proved everyone wrong with the Super Phantom being such a beautiful color. You know,
Yeah.
those purple hues on a Super Phantom are just
And the
phenomenal.
same with the yellow belly complexes. Those yellow belly looking animals were just shot down and just, and nobody pushed them forward. We wouldn't have super stripes and specters and highways and, freeways and all that, So, if you think there may be a slight difference, just, prove it out. That's all you got to do is breed it, prove it out. And, yeah, even if it looks similar, it can be different.
And that's why it's so important to understand your lineage and make sure you work hard at those genes. Even if you're seeing a difference in there and the difference is subtle, it's still worth playing with it. I mean, let's be honest, blackhead is quite it's not an out there gene on its own. But when
Yeah.
Ralph first produced a super, oh my god, it blew everyone away.
And
And
just
that
in
was
this animal here, you can see how, especially back in the day where we were looking at things as like, oh, well, there's a lot of variation across clutches, and unbeknownst to us at the time, it was extra hitchhiker mutations and things like that making them variate. But, this animal here, now, knowing now that it is a two gene combo, you can definitely see those differences. Well, it's multiple with the red gene or the ringer, but just if you're looking at blackhead with the high expression, even with the red gene ringer, and then what the dark angel is doing to that here, it's it's apparent, but it's harder to see. And I can see where you just got that animal and was like, so it popped out babies, and then you realized it was different.
Well, I realized it was different when I got the shipment in because I was fortunate enough, albeit that the blackheads at the time were like $6,500 each. But I was fortunate enough to get 6 in on that shipment. And I looked through them, I studied them, and I could see there was something very different about this one blackhead. And so initially, I was just going to keep the male that I purchased, which was a blackhead leopard hep hide, which
Hmm.
was breaking new territory back then, and it was stripe line as well, a beautiful animal. Um, and I decided to keep this girl as well because I said this is totally different from every other blackhead, and even if it's just a quality example,
Or a
I would
goblin or
want to,
something attached.
yeah, I would want to line breed it for that. But then knowing Ralph Davis's history and also having lengthy conversations with him, I knew that what he did with some of the first genes, especially like Blackhead, is bred them to African stuff. And
Yeah.
he went with the Blackhead, he went to other dark morphs. Hence, he got the Red and Ringer from another dark morph from Africa, and the Dark Angel came from that as well.
Okay. So in the first few pairings with the Dark Angel after you got it isolated, what were the combinations that you had made? I think Leopard Dark Angel was one, correct? I have a photo of that we can pull up.
Yep, Leopard Dark Angel. Basically, the mixes were all to do with Leopard, Dark Angel, and Pastel as well, and possible Het Pied. So that is a Dark Angel, Blackhead, Leopard, Het Pied, and that is now sitting there with our friend that's on the screen with us now. That is actually
Oh,
owned by
okay.
Jen now.
That's my
That boy
boy.
was, yeah, that
So
boy was the first superb son that I produced.
so tell us a little, Jen, about how you got intrigued and ended up with this project.
So honestly, the first time I saw Mills, he was on a TikTok live with someone, and I saw the Dark Angel gene, and I was in love. And from there, I mean, I started speaking with him, and I got a single gene Dark Angel,
Hmm.
and I went and visited them. I went and visited him and KP last year now. Yeah, he has such amazing animals.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
especially when we see, these combos tonight and of
Yep.
course all the Bambino stuff that we've seen. And I heard that there's a couple new combos of Bambino that you'll be showing off later on in the honorable mentions era.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, some stuff that the world has not seen as yet, and we weren't able to show them because they were in shed last time. But now they've shed, and actually, I'm glad we didn't show them then because their colors have started to come through and they've totally changed. So it's really good.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. I love Bambino. I mean, it's obviously this is the Dark Angel project, but when do you think you're going to be mixing Dark Angel into the Bambino? That's the real question.
That's a good question. That's a great question.
Look at that smirk.
I like to keep things under my hat, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and try for that this year.
This year, okay.
I think
Yeah, I
it's going to
know.
be good because now I've been able to, truly isolate the Dark Angel gene and know that I've got some combos that won't muddy the waters too much. I can actually shoot for the skies with it, and then I'm hoping to produce some really superb combos with it as well. So let's see what happens. Uh, we're in the hands of the odd gods, and if they breed, they want to breed together. If we get successful eggs and we get good clutches, and then the odds hit us with a Bambino Dark Angel, I can't really wait to see it. I think it's going to be
Yeah.
fantastic.
So tell us
Absolutely,
about
yes.
that a little bit. Because these didn't come from Africa. These came from, they came indirectly from Africa, so to say, through like a hitchhiker with the blackhead. So, um, have you noticed any kind of issues getting the females up to good size, or do they really grow faster or better or on average? And also, do they always feed through the breeding seasons, or like do they have any different patterns that they may exhibit?
No, actually, they're very strong feeders. I tend to find that dark animals really, really thrive well in every situation, whether it's breeding, feeding,
They're
everything. They
usually the
really.
most biteiest, so the
I'm
dark ones,
finding
I
that.
always feel like it's the melanin in their eyes because their eyes are so much darker. So everything kind of like to them seems like they have it's just a theory I have, but it seems like they have sunglasses on all the time. So
Or
maybe,
maybe they're
maybe
just
because the darker ones seem to be meaner.
Oh, not only over here. I'm going to say that not over here, but like I'll probably get bitten by one today now because it's late and they're probably on feeding regime. But I think also is the amount of socializing you give with them. And another thing is, I think all snakes, when you're feeding them live, they will have more of a reaction to things. We have to feed things defrost over here. I
Yeah,
find my
true.
animals are a lot calmer with defrost, and they're chilled out. My animals hardly ever get bit. I'll be surprised if I get bitten twice in a year.
All right.
That's all.
So that's it, twice in a year? Yeah.
Yeah, roughly. I mean, there's been years that I haven't been bitten once. And last year I got bitten once because I took my eye off the ball. I was sitting there pulling out a snake to clean it, and I turned around. I got distracted with something I was trying to grab behind me, and she came out and she had a little nip, but it was a little love bite. It doesn't really hurt anyway.
For sure, for sure. So before we get into this next segment, we are going to break down the genetic appraisal tonight on this mutation and get y'all's opinions. But I just wanted to say, everybody save an extra 65% on one additional label with Redline shipping using code selective65. Make sure you guys are getting your discounts and getting your packages out when you get that shipping window open. Make sure you're getting the savings when you do. So now we are going to get into the genetic appraisal. And this is where I ask you guys what you think of the mutation on a scale from 0 to 10, and we give it a morph score at the end. So we're going to give it a 0 to 10 based on the single gene look. So 0 being like you barely see it, to 10 being very extreme. We'll start with Mills.
I would say single gene. If it's amongst other animals, you can pick it up pretty easily. I would say, seeing all the things that I see, I would give it between a 5 and a 6.
Okay.
You can see it pretty
So we'll
easily.
say 5.5.
Yeah.
All right. How do you feel, Jen?
So for me, with the single gene, it's probably a 5.
A 5. Okay.
Definitely different, but yeah, very subtle too.
Different, but can be iffy
Yes.
in
Yeah.
certain combos or something. Well, we haven't seen too many of the combos, but in the single form compared to like a pile of darker normals, you're like, okay, I could see it, but similarities, like
I will
polygenics.
say I love the single gene, but it's more subtle for sure,
Yeah.
Okay,
as opposed to the combos.
for sure. So as far as what you all have seen produced, 0 being weak to strong being 10, the dominance of pattern overtake in combos. Pattern overtake. So how much does the Dark Angel overtake other mutation pattern from what you've seen?
I would say 3, pattern-wise.
It's weaker?
Weaker, yeah.
Okay.
Pattern-wise,
Are we still talking about single gene?
The
no.
mutation itself.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, just the
Okay.
mutation itself, not with other mutations. Sorry, did I get the question wrong? Just the
No.
mutation
We're just
itself.
asking how strong do you feel the Dark Angel is in overpowering other mutations?
Oh yeah, pattern-wise, yeah. I don't feel
Like a 3.
yeah, it's pattern-wise, yeah. It's not. It's more of a color thing, yeah. But yeah,
And would you
that's
give
what I
it
would
any
say.
kind of a different score, Jen?
No, I'm 3 to 4, 3.5, I guess.
Okay. And you've seen it. I mean, I feel like, it interacts pretty well if you get it with the right stuff. And then if you have it with something else, I don't know exactly what, but say something else, that it could be influenced more heavily by that other mutation instead. Like it plays a reverse Uno card.
That's right,
Yeah.
and actually, that's pretty. unfair answer as well on my side of things, because really at the moment it's only been mixed into literally a handful of mutations. So uh, it's hardly been mixed into anything. So I can't
I mean,
say
these are
that I've
great
really,
examples.
yeah,
You
I
can't say
can't really
what?
say that I've worked so much on um, pulling out the pattern attributes to it with the right kind of color morphs. I've really seen it as a dark gene and focused on seeing how to get it darker. But
More of like the color shift.
yeah, so I haven't really
Okay.
focused on the pattern side of it. So it's unfair for me to score it so low without having so many examples. But from what I've produced so far,
We'll
I would say
revisit the
yes.
morph score. We'll revisit
Yeah,
it again at some point, you know. But
yeah,
I think these two animals are a great example though, because you have the blackhead dark angel, which is kind of a more subtle interaction where it's harder to see if it's just that single animal by itself. And then you have, you know, that one where it's like the leopard with the black head and the dark angel. I feel like it gets a little bit more visible what it changes in the interaction of that combo. So it's still on the weaker side, so I agree. It doesn't really, because blackhead leopard is lifted, tighter, a little bit more like chained out, but then that dark angel really just overtakes it with that shadow, that kind of
Absolutely, yes, yes.
grunginess, you know. And it's even in the pattern, like the dorsal stripe, it's like it doesn't have any true color. It's like just wash. It's like a wash of darkness over the whole thing. So really, really cool.
I think because
And
I love the iridescence. Sorry,
let's
I've
see.
focused
So
on
we,
the darker stuff. Yeah, sorry.
no, you're good.
Sorry, no, after you.
So I was just gonna go on to the next question. Did you have something to say?
No, no, that's fine. Yeah, I
Oh,
suppose
okay.
maybe your next question might might lead us on to this.
All right. So from 0 being little to none and 10 being high, you know, very much, how do you feel the necessity of shed testing will go in the future for this morph? Do you think it has a low usage or a high usage?
I think it will have a high usage because when you uh, until there's enough that's been made, as I said, there's literally only 5 morphs that I've put it in so far. So as we progress, maybe we'll be able to identify it more. But I feel when you're layering the dark on top of the dark on top of the dark, then you may need shed testing, and I think that happens with a lot of the double and triple dark combos. I mean,
Yeah, a
I've
lot of
layered,
incomplete dominants are being tested for now in a lot of stacks.
yeah,
Yep.
I've laid stuff like black pastel with sable and mahogany, and try picking the bones out of what's what in those type of combos.
Yeah.
Very difficult,
Now
you know.
I would rate it higher needing or I would rate an animal or a morph that needs shed testing more prolifically lower, closer to 0, and a
Okay.
mutation that wouldn't need shed testing higher towards a 10. So where would you place it?
I would say at this moment in time, I would say between a 2 and a 3, 2.5.
Okay.
At this moment in time. But, I must reiterate, I've only made a real handful of combos, and most of them have been Blackhead, Dark Angels.
Darker.
So, there's only been a few clutches, so I'm
Yeah.
not at I've not got an army of different genetics to be able to answer some of these things fairly at this stage. We're
For sure,
really
it's early. It's early. Everybody just it's the first morph score.
yeah, yeah.
Now, Jen, do you want to answer this one or omit this one? Because you haven't
Um,
produced combos yet. You just
I will omit. Maybe next year
okay.
I can answer that, but
No, that's totally fine. So the next one is the adult color and contrast retention. 10 being really well, really good, and 0 being it turns brown.
10, in my opinion. It actually
10.
gets darker as it ages. obviously I've just mainly put it into dark morphs, but yeah, it becomes more and more sublime with every shed. This thing
Mhm.
just blows me away. Every time these things shed, I need to go hide away for a minute, just out of
Yeah.
that much excitement, really.
All right, Jen. Mills is totally biased. What do you rate it?
No, I actually agree with Mills and with this.
Okay. No, it's fair. I'm just picking bones. I'm just picking fun. No, I think it's pretty awesome, and what we've seen of it so far, and I know that there'll be viewers watching that haven't seen it yet. So, I mean, look at what we're talking about. I know that there's tons of curiosity, but what
And
about
also,
this next one? Oh, go
Gerard,
ahead.
sorry, can I just add to that? I'm going to be honest with the answers. Like, if I think that the color isn't doing much, the pattern isn't doing much, I'm honest with that. And honestly, I cannot say that I could be prouder with the way that the Dark Angel ages, because it's one of the morphs that actually is like a fine wine. It just gets better with age.
Yeah, yeah. And I can see that with those adult animals, even compared to the babies. Like the baby patterning even has kind of a more khaki-ish coloration, and as it ages, it just gets overtaken, where it's more of
Absolutely, yep.
like a rusty, kind of almost orange looking pattern. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So market demand. This one we should probably just omit and move on because we haven't marketed any. But tell us about the market, and are you going to be offering any?
So this year, 2026, we will have very, very, very limited numbers that we will offer between us. We will discuss what's going to be offered because that's how we work. When we're doing a project, the first people that, in fact, the people that are in the project, the way I do it, is we discuss everything together. We're like a community. So, yeah, I think that there will be. I'm 99% sure that I'm going to be making one, maybe two available from the clutch that I've just hatched. Well, that hatched late last year, that are coloring up and everything else. Now I know exactly what they are. Um, but aside from that, I personally will be keeping back most of the rest of the stuff throughout the year because I need to carry on experimenting. You brought up the pattern side of things. I haven't even delved down that line, so that's another area
Yeah,
that I really want to go down. I need to see it in more recessives that I haven't even had the chance to play with, and I want to see it with a diverse range of things. So I need to hold back a lot of stock.
yeah. So you will be releasing a few. I did hear that in that big jumble of everything else.
Yeah, maybe
But
one or two, but I'm not releasing many. Not from
yeah,
here.
and
I'm
that's
not.
understandable. You still have to work it. You got the supers now, so you're gonna be able to really pump out a lot of single gene combos. So it's important to hold back some things until you really see that potential as well, because we've seen the potential to give it a value. At least you have. You've seen the potential to give it a value. Some of it has come into the States with Jen, so that value must be really good. And then what it does is nice. And what was I gonna ask? Jen, I was gonna ask you about your breeding. Is this gonna be your first season breeding your Dark Angel animals?
Yes, my first season. I have a
Nice.
single gene female and I have a male too, and he is currently being paired to two females.
Okay. Do you know if he's locking up right now or is he paired right now?
Right now he's not, no.
Okay. Is that the one that I showed the picture of?
Yep.
Would you mind grabbing him for us?
No, let me grab him.
All right, cool. And while she's grabbing him, I'm gonna show you guys this right here because you guys gotta this out. It's a great code, great deal, biggest savings that you're gonna get anywhere else. Make sure you guys are using this code with Rice Reptiles. Go on to Morph Market, check out their availability, and strengthen your projects. And then as well, we got the ectothermic dungeon. Where is it? We gotta remove this one. There it is. Ectothermic Dungeon, Elite Snake Genetics, 10% off your entire order. unlock your genetic advantage. Make sure you guys are just mentioning the code Dungeon10 when you inquire or in the notes on Morph Market. All right, let's see this snake. Oh, yeah. That is wicked looking. So, blackhead, leopard, dark angel.
Yeah.
And it's a shame it's not sunny outside there because that animal is so iridescent. You can pick up some of the iridescence from the
It
light.
even has some, yeah. You can definitely still see some.
But
So I mean,
imagine that.
with
Sorry,
this
Jen.
animal, I love the iridescence. I love the white belly. I mean, it's crazy. I love his head.
Pure black eyes. And
Yep.
he's het pied as well.
Yes, he is. Well, he's not going to want to show
Nice.
his head. There
And
he is.
you have produced any Dark Angel pied stuff yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that'll be cool to see.
And he's the father of them.
Oh, okay.
And he's stripy line leopard as well. So he's blackhead, dark angel, blackhead, leopard, stripy line leopard, red and ringer, 100% het pied. I mean, look at those small patterns on the side. It's just chain linked so nicely with that white coming through, and the iridescence is just superb on it. When the light catches that in the sunlight, oh my god, that animal is something else.
I do wish that I got the comparison of just the blackhead leopard so I could throw it up on screen, but I did not this week, this episode. Forgive me, but anybody that's curious about what the Dark Angel is doing in this interaction, I'm sure it's pretty quick and easy to pull up a leopard blackhead and you can kind of do the comparison. The belly is interesting because it doesn't have the black lines anywhere except along the side here and there.
I love the
And
belly
they're
on this
not
guy.
consistent, and it's
Yep.
interesting. It's nice. Now,
Look,
can you show us the pattern a little closer in the alien heads so that we can see the coloration of the alien heads?
Oh, there's
Okay.
there's a light, yeah.
Yep.
And now
There's
we
the
Yeah,
see
you
the
can
light.
see
iridescence,
the
right?
iridescence.
That's the stripy line leopard working with both those genes. And look, again, it's a simple combo. Like everyone's got leopard in their collection. Everyone's got blackhead in the collection. One extra gene turns this animal super dark, iridescent, and I think gorgeous, you know?
Yeah.
The alien heads become really tight. A normal blackhead leopard isn't as tight as that, but the color contrast is just absolutely superb, in my opinion,
Yeah,
anyway.
the Dark
I'm biased
Angel
with
is
it.
really helping it raise and pinch that pattern into those stretched out lines. Without the Dark Angel, that pattern would be a little bit thicker. You'd have a little bit more keyhole action going on.
That's right. And those little
And you
nuances
would,
were the things that I was picking up on. Sorry, Jared.
no, you're good. I was just gonna say as well, the blushing on the lower side, on the underside of the alien heads,
Mm-hmm.
typically would be a lot more blushed out. Like you could see the blushing want to burn through here and there, but it's the Dark Angel is just containing it and telling it, nope, you're not going to come through the way you should.
And the ringer gene is normally quite overpowering, but it's not
Ringer
allowing
does
it to.
blush it out like crazy. I
Yeah,
mean, I wish that there was a test for the ringer and the red just so that we could really confirm a lot of things with them, but you know, every mutation eventually will get mapped out, I'm sure.
luckily my eyes do the work for that. Red and ringer is something I've been studying for a long, long time. Look at that. You can see the iridescence now that the other lights come on. You can see that iridescence as you pulled it through that angle there, Jen. It was really
Yeah.
beautiful.
The
And
one thing,
sorry.
tell me what keys you in onto the ringer here, because I can see the Regine influences, but I don't see the ringer influences. So can you explain that for me?
Sure. So you see some of the blushing coming through, but not a lot. But you see how the white little kind of
The bubble
volcanic
hills.
eruptions are coming up, yeah, from with the white. That is the ringer gene trying to push through, push that whiteness coming up. And that should normally be blushing on a normal animal. But that is totally changed with this animal because it's just the bottom end of it's whited out, you know.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it's
extra
a
light
very
really helps
stark
Jen when it comes on.
contrast.
There we go. That light is fantastic.
Your mic got weird all of a sudden, Mills.
Oh, is it still weird?
Just like a little echo to it. Nothing bad. Like a
It's,
tunnel.
okay. Oh,
Yeah, that's
let's
an
do that.
amazing animal.
Is that better?
Something's on. Something's going on. But it's all right. I mean, you don't sound bad, so we're good. Just a little robotic, but not horrible.
Okay.
So on a
Sorry.
scale, while you're still, you can show them off all you want, but on a scale from 0 to 10, how do you rate this mutation's project compatibility?
Compatibility with other genes?
With other projects? Like, do you think that it's going to work well with other established projects? And at what level from 0 to 10 do you think it'll average out on?
I think it'll work fantastically. I mean, we know it works so well with dark genes, but I've actually been playing around with light genes as well. And with the light genes, it actually works very well as well. You know, well, I say it works well. Pastel as a baby, a pastel dark angel combo is beautiful, even pastel dark angel. As it ages, it it actually gets darker and darker to the point when they're adults, you struggle to see that it is Dark Angel.
Yeah, I got you. It's just harder to pick it out until it kind of develops a darkness with age.
Yeah.
Some pattern variation that you pick up on with time. And what was the score? I'm sorry, I missed the number.
Score for sorry.
The 0 to 10 for project compatibility that you were just answering.
Um, I would say it is around about
I mean, obviously this
from
is
my
all
research at the moment.
preliminary.
Yeah, from my research at the moment, I would give it somewhere around a 7.5. I would say, realistically.
7.5. All
Yeah.
right. I'm interested to see it into some stuff like, brighter stuff like Orange Dream. See if it can shift like that color of the orange even as well.
Yep, I think it would be interesting.
Okay. And do you want to show off the other animal that you have as well, Jen? I know you had one other Dark Angel animal, right?
I
And
do
what
have
was that
a gene,
combo?
but my shoulder hurts right now, so maybe
Oh,
Mills.
okay. Yeah, no, you're fine. You can put them away. We were just giving you your glory with them, that's for sure. That's a great animal.
He is gorgeous. I will say, yeah, he's.
Again,
Let's
simple
see.
genes, it's just a couple of very simple genes that are just working so well together.
Yeah.
And I think that's the key to it, I think it's simple sometimes is more effective than layering things on too much. And that's a prime
Yeah,
example of where it
especially
really
with
works.
something that's newer that you're still trying to decipher in combos as well.
Yeah.
So going forward, and both of you can definitely answer this question, on a scale from 1 to 10, rate the importance of Dark Angel in your breeding plans. We'll go with you, Mills.
I would definitely go with, I'd go with an 8.5 with that because I am really, really interested and can't wait to actually put it into new things and a magnitude of different things. So yeah, I'm excited about the project. I want to get it into a lot of things that I've got, and there's a lot of things that I can see a foresight for this project as well. A lot of different genes that even some that I don't even have, but I'd love to see it in hypo. Super dark hypos always work.
Yes.
I'll be interested to see what it does with DG. Love to see what it does with stuff like
Man,
Monsoon.
honestly, you know what I would love to see what it does with is like, banana or ultramel because the blacks are just the blackest that I've ever seen. It could really translate to like some of the best purple, maybe. Who
Yep.
Yep.
I
knows?
mean, Massa is definitely on the list. So
Yeah, that would be a
yeah,
good one.
yeah, I definitely want to see that project working and see how that goes. Because as you said, the darkness in the, as you call it, the negative areas. I think
Yeah.
you'll be interested to see how to get those negative areas darker.
Yeah, like that little bit of blushing that's still trying to fight through, get that worked out and solid
Yeah,
all the way down to the white bar. Which I feel like in the super, I feel like the super Dark Angel, Super Leopard could possibly get a little closer to that, the baby that you had.
yeah, yeah. I
So,
definitely do think so.
I have to ask Jen now, what's the importance of Dark Angel in your breeding plans on a scale
In
from
my
1 to
breeding
10?
is probably an 8.
Okay. So high
I'm
up there.
yeah, very high. Yep. I'm excited for what
And
I
what
have.
are some of the directions that you might want to spill and just let us kind of sit
Uh,
on and think about?
so I am currently putting into Exanthic with some other
Mm,
combos and just another pied, but
yeah, get some more pieds going, and then that Exanthic is going to be an interesting direction. I think it's going to be interesting because of how dark the pattern is, and that's going to translate, I think, in the Exanthism more to like that dark phase look,
yes.
almost like the overtake of darkness, possibly. So
Hmm.
maybe you're onto something there. That could be like a definite genetic way to always, guarantee that outcome. That's an interesting take. And I don't know if anybody else pieced that together, but I put it out there for you from my head.
I think it's great when you're working new genes. The only uh, restraint that you have is your own head. If you
Yeah.
can think slightly outside the box, and you can go anywhere, and that's the beauty of a new gene. You know, Jen's going to be able to take it in directions that I don't even have in my collection, and I'm going to do different things. So it's really about having a diverse gene pool that you can work with that is gonna create your dream in your head. How it will come out, we don't know, and that's another great thing about having new things. You have no idea what the outcome is. Every time you cut an egg, it's going to be something totally new.
Yep.
And that's
And
what I'm
you have
looking
to
forward to most, honestly.
just seeing stuff new in the eggs and having to just
Absolutely,
play
yes.
with it and decipher it and go, oh, I don't know until it sheds a few times, really.
No, and then I have to reach
Look at
out to
all
my
this good
friends. Can you
stuff.
help me ID this?
Yeah, look at all this good stuff I got. Let's see here. I'm trying to average this out this morph score, but let's go over into, if you want to grab an animal, Mills, go ahead and grab the first animal that you'd like to show off. We're going to get into the show and tell section of the show because I know everybody's waiting, but hopefully you enjoyed that information and those insights. Did he freeze?
Yeah, no, I'm here. So do you want me to start right from the basics with this clutch? So I can show the mother, who is a dark angel leopard that was posset pied, that I think I proved out not to be het pied. Um, and the father to this clutch, which is dark angel pastel
Yeah.
leopard het pied. So shall I start with them two?
Yeah, let's see the parents of the clutch and then we'll get into breaking down the clutch.
Okay, who should I show first? Is there any preferences from any of
No
you guys?
preference, not
Yeah.
necessarily.
Okay, let me go grab them. Well, I'm gonna go grab one at a time because they're both quite big and handfuls. So give me
All
two
right.
seconds and I'll be back in a shake of a tail.
Make sure that you guys are getting your 60-day free trial at Husbandry Croat using code selective60. And if your account has
HP,
been
HP all
out
the
of,
way. I
yep,
love
and
HP.
if your account has been out of use for greater than 6 months, you can also use the code selective60 to reinitiate that same account for another free 60-day trial. So get in there, check out all the new features, and keep track of your collection, because honestly, record keeping is one of the most important things in this industry, especially if you're trying to work a bigger collection. You don't want to get lost in your notes. You don't want to get lost in tracking your pairings and your clutches and your breedings. Well, not clutches, but your locks and your breedings. And yeah, oh, I got this weird clutch and it must have been this male, but I don't remember throwing them in there. Make sure you guys are inputting every single detail with your clutch pairings. I have females that I'm putting like 3 males to, so it's important to just write that down. And I do it the old school way, but I also do it on HP so that I can back everything up. And I don't make it public yet because yeah, there's some cool stuff coming. I want to see the babies first, and then we'll get into exactly what the breakdowns are of those pairings that have, you know, who's the dad, and we'll be making some YouTube videos and lots of fun stuff.
Hell yeah.
I suspect it could help produce panda pied that truly black and white without the health issues. We'll see. They definitely have it into some pied animals that we'll see tonight. So actually in this clutch that we're about to be breaking down.
Oh,
This I don't know the answer to. How
what's
That's
many
that?
Don.
years?
That's Don being a smartass.
All right, Mills, let's see what you got here.
Okay, so this is the mum to the clutch we're just about to show, and also the sister to the one that's at Jen's as well. So is that showing it properly, or is that too close or too far?
Zoom out a little bit.
Zoom out. Okay. Is that better?
All right, so the overall morph score for the Dark Angel averages out to a 6.3. I think that's a pretty fair score for a single mutation Dark Angel.
Oh, it's not bad. I mean, seeing as we've hardly gone anywhere with it and we don't have much to compare with anything, I think that's not bad.
Yeah, it can go down, it can go up. We'll see in the next update. But tell us
So,
again about this animal and kind of walk us through the differences that jump out to you immediately, and even the subtle ones.
so this is the sister to the one that Jen just showed. So this is just a leopard dark angel that was posset pied, but you can see the alien heads are quite different from what you would see with like a blackhead. So the side pattern is coming through a bit, but you expect that type of thing with a striped line leopard.
Yeah, and you do get that white bar of pattern just really defined along the belly there. And
Yeah,
you do get the interactions. I see the interactions, obviously, of the leopard more so interacting into the. I don't, you know, in this combo, you can argue which one is winning. I would want to say that the Dark Angel is winning and the leopard is influencing the Dark Angel. But you could also argue the opposite way, that the leopard is getting influenced by the Dark Angel. It's a very 50-50 mixture.
yeah, and you can see the ringer gene there playing its part, and just flicked on the light. I don't know if you could see the iridescence in it now as well. The trademark Dark Angel iridescence. I mean,
A
there's
little bit,
nothing like
yeah.
seeing the iridescence in the light, but just from a normal light, you can see that.
The one thing
Every,
I noticed with the Dark Angel and Leopard is it the Dark Angel likes to thin out the dorsal stripe of the Leopard mutation.
so maybe I wasn't paying it enough respect when I said I didn't really think that the pattern was having enough play. But just to me, my eyes with stuff that I've seen with the pattern mutation is much more. But like, yeah, it is obviously having a play even with the leopard, which is a very dominant, especially striped line leopard, a very dominant pattern mutation. But you
Yeah.
can see the signature when Jen actually shows a single gene, Dark Angel, once her shoulders are better again and working again, then you'll be able to see what we mean by it's got uh, these type of markings going all the way through it.
Yeah,
It's
like
very
more standard alien head, but without
yeah,
keyhole and darker. See, and this
yeah,
is a great kind of, we're kind of working backwards here. We had the leopard blackhead dark angel, and now this you remove the blackhead, and then you just don't get all the chaining and the lift from the blackhead, because that's what blackhead loves to do with patterns. And you get a lot more connections now, and you get a lot more of that interaction from the leopard kind of wanting to whack things out. But what I notice is the dark angel, it does have a pretty strong kind of, it gives a good battle to normalize the alien heads and not let them kind of whack out as much. I would say the dark, can you back up some from the camera?
yeah.
More?
I'm
Yeah.
just trying
So
to
the
do
Dark
everything.
Angel also creates a good separation between the dorsal. I think it's because it thins the dorsal stripe out. It creates a bigger separation between the top of the alien head and the dorsal stripe itself. It's a pretty thick gap of negative space there. And that blushing there is actually stretching up higher through.
Yeah,
But the black outline of the pattern is like the thickest black outline of pattern that I've ever seen.
and then the belly is just really whited out as well,
Yep.
just like the
Yep.
one with the black head. But yeah, as you said, even the blushing, you could see more blushing on this one without the black head in it. This does have red and ringer in it as well, so that's the ringer blushing on there.
Okay.
And yeah, and the red gene you can't see as much, but it's really blushed out. This animal's heavily blushed out. If you were asked just to name the gene, like you would probably think that there was yellow belly in this with the amount of blushing that there is. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I like the blushing, and I like how thick the outline of black is in that blushing around the pattern.
Oh, got a beautiful eye as well.
Yeah, it doesn't have your standard silver half. Like the top of leopard eyes are typically silver on the top half, almost
Yeah,
giving that bluish look, and the Dark Angel took that away.
stunning. With a little teardrop and then the little marks behind the teardrop.
The little
That seems
dots
to be
on
a thing
like
that
the
comes
pit,
through.
like the
Yep,
heat pit dots.
yep. It's crazy,
Okay.
no?
Yeah, a little. I mean, it's a good indicator if it's consistent because Jeremy Bowd's tornado line, when he was getting it in the pieds, he could tell because the pied tornado animals had like these specific spots that weren't on any other pied. I thought that was an interesting thing that you could use to kind of at least clue yourself in, but I wouldn't say guarantee it yet.
No, no, not as yet. No, but there is those markers with a few of the animals. And look at the tail as well. Really like it wants to be kind of a sugar or that type of effect when you have that with
Yeah,
cloud. But
yep. The
I'm trying to
stretch, kind of like the OD stretch,
yeah.
OD calico stretch, and
It's all in reverse. I'm trying to figure out which way to move the animal. What delay?
no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
So that's
so
the mom, the
yeah,
beauty.
let's see the dad. She's a
Say
beauty.
goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. I'll be back.
Oh, he's a trip. So, are you grabbing yours also,
Yep.
Jen?
I'm grabbing my single.
All right, let's see the single gene. We worked a little bit backwards here, everybody, but yeah, we saw some cool animals to start off. So we'll work backwards to the single mutation, and then we're gonna get into that clutch with the piebalds. Okay. Interesting. I mean, it's better looking than the other single gene that I saw.
She's
Very
beautiful.
chunky. very chunky alien heads.
And she
They
has that
seem like they're a little thicker than normal.
awesome blushing.
Yeah, and the blushing is kind of more, would you say, can you hold it closer to the camera? Would you say the blushing is very white?
Yeah, I would say so.
She's actually got some white pixelation coming up into the blushing here and there as well.
Mm-hmm.
That has to be, I would assume that has to be a trait with this mutation itself, because
Yep.
you don't see that kind of white pixelation
And
coming up.
there's some blushing on the dorsal as well with her. Not as
Yeah.
much,
Can you show
but
us the white pixelation closer to your right hand? Yeah, that one right there and that blushing. I don't know if we can get it closer to get the light to stop washing it out. That one's a harder circle there. Interesting. That's like the belly wanting to bubble. Can we see the belly line? The one interesting thing I love about this mutation is the alien heads don't really want to connect to the belly line.
right.
The belly line rolls underneath all of the alien heads. So
Yep.
go get really up on the camera like Mills was with the snake. It'll negate the lighting, washing it out.
Then can you come a bit closer, Jen, to us? Yeah. The ringer gene is
Yeah.
really playing a huge effect on it. And the dorsal as well. It's got the hooks and the keys like a bell complex animal would have on the dorsal, you know?
It's got, yeah, a
Real solid.
couple of them, like a little drag there with the hole, and then the little Cheerio there, and a little spot a little further back. And you're saying that's the ringer gene popping through with the blushing as well. That
Yeah, the
kind of makes
blushing on the
sense,
side.
but
Yeah.
that would make sense, but that really would speak to how much the Dark Angel controls busyness and pattern. Because
It
ringer
really
gene is
does.
pretty busy on itself, on its own.
I'm trying to
It
show her
really
head, but she's not cooperating.
I
is
know that's
very
always the hardest thing to show off is their head stamp.
the ringer gene is very dominating in a lot of morphs, and people haven't experimented with it enough. They've written it off, and it's really good in clowns as well. But you can see, look, if you look, this one's got the teardrop as well, and then the dots behind the teardrop as well. It's another little thing.
What, the
If you can
bubble?
see that,
Oh yeah. I don't say it again.
you have to show the face again, Jen. Ah, there we go. Okay, so you see it's got the teardrop under the eye,
Uh-huh.
and then it's got the dots just behind the teardrop again.
Oh yeah, just above the heat pits.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
this
it's
one's got
harder to
some
see,
ears as
but
well. Some of them have ears as well, as in the ear marks, you know?
yeah, where the bubble drops down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tends to be a thing with quite a few of them.
And
So,
she was not het for anything, just the Dark Angel.
she's Dark Angel het pied. What's het pied? But
Pause
Pos
it.
pretty sure she's het pied.
Can we see
She's
the
got really
tail
strong.
tracks? Does she have any tail tracks? It's interesting with this mutation because just like OD already has kind of like tracks, like this mutation kind of already has tracks.
Right.
The other
Yeah,
side.
there's nothing really that really jumps out because it already kind of melts and stretches.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
But I love this girl.
And what are you pairing with her this season? If you
She's
want
not
to
big
let
enough to
us.
pair yet.
Oh no, I can't. Yeah, she's super small. I can see now.
Yeah.
Didn't assess before I asked.
She's 2024.
She's like
I
what,
think that
700 grams?
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah, about that.
she's the first Dark Angel that ever got released.
I
So,
also, in my defense, I hold a 1,200-gram snake, and it looks like that in my hand. So I like taking pictures of my breeder females sometimes. I'm like, this doesn't even look like a breeder in my hands. Like people are gonna ridicule me. I love how the coloration is shifted from like the khaki, normal khaki, sandy brown to like that rich, almost coffee coloration. It's more of a
Yep.
coffee tone.
Like, and everyone sat there and said at the beginning that this is just a different variation of a blackhead, and that pushed me even further to actually break the gene down and really show the potential of the gene for one, but show it in its simplest form. And you can see
Billy in
that
the
looks
house.
nothing like a blackhead at all. Hey, Billy.
Billy said it looks scramblery down by the tail and stuff, where it lifts up and everything in certain combos, which I agree. It gives that kind of scrambler look to the tail and everything.
No, I think earlier he was saying to pair it
Dark
with
though.
Scrambler.
Yeah, and this, you know, there's been other things over here in the US that they're saying looks like a dark scrambler and stuff like, but it never really looked like a dark scrambler, just kind of like lifted and floated and stuff. But I would agree that this, it doesn't scramble, but like how the belly, the chunky alien heads don't touch the belly at all, and they're all
Hmm.
lifted, and the belly line just kind of rolls under it. It just has like some similarities, so I could definitely be intrigued by that thought of Scramble or Dark Angel.
But you could also see that it is very heavily patterned. I just haven't gone down the route to put it with something that's going to enhance the pattern, or like,
Yeah,
as I said, like an OD or something like that. That's really going to work as a with the pattern,
I
or,
would
or a
love
color
to see
mutation.
the Dark Angel and to the Monsoon project, because the
I think
Let's
that's really
go.
fun.
monsoon works really well with pattern that like thickens up alien heads, and as you can see here, it makes those alien heads a little bit bigger than normal, a little wider, a little chunkier. And yeah, I mean, I love the super Enchi and the Enchi monsoon stuff, so I'm working some different directions because and she brings some color into it that I want to kind of shift different directions from. So the blondness that Enchi brings into color and the combos. Now, did you do any Enchi Dark Angel stuff yet?
Sorry, did I?
Have you done any Enchi Dark Angel stuff yet?
No. I said there's a handful of genes. So Dark Angel so far, the only combos that I've produced are with Pastel, Leopard, Blackhead, um, Pied, and that's it.
Okay.
And
All right.
I think
So let's see this clutch because you got some pieds in this clutch, right?
not in this clutch. That's from another clutch.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's no Pieds. These ones are all pothead Pieds,
Last
but they're
glimpse,
nice.
everybody. There it
Yeah.
is.
Do you want to see the male first, the father, or do you want to just go into the clutch?
Let's go into the clutch,
Okay.
and then we'll look at
I
the
can
dad
show
after.
Yeah, I can show you the mail afterwards because you can see. Actually, that'd be a good thing because you can see how much darker he is, even though he's got pastel on him. So I'm going to bring out a couple of babies first and then go through it. Even if they don't have Dark Angel in it, I'm still going to go through it with you guys so you can see the variations through the whole clutch, if that's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Grab
Go.
a
This one's
bin, get
pretty
them
slow.
all.
I will say, Jared, that the Xanthic female I'm breeding my Dark Angel to has Enchi in her as well, so we'll see.
Oh, okay. We'll see what the and she does with the Dark Angel. I think that
Yep.
they're gonna interact kind of. They're gonna stack, in my opinion, in my thought process. They're gonna
Yeah.
stack as far as the magnification of the pattern, and it's almost gonna look similar to a super without an allelic reaction.
Right.
Yeah. And then even so with the Scrambler and the Dark Angel, I think that that can interact not like an ALS color in any way, but with them both being chunky or lifted from the belly, like they can interact very well without that connection and the
Yep.
similarities. All right, he's
Through this
back.
back here again. Just adjusting our
That's
space.
a
This one
nice
might be
shirt.
easier.
I haven't seen you wear
Oh,
that shirt yet.
yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, I normally wear the waistcoat over it, but we got a new merch range just about to come. So it's yeah, hopefully thank you for that. Yeah, hopefully you guys like it.
Speaking about shirts, we got banana bread royals on ours over here, so make sure you guys are checking out Mike. He's over there killing it in the real estate market now too, so if you need a house, hit him up.
Let's go.
Can you
All
guys see
right,
that
let's
okay?
get this. Yeah, we see it. I just gotta, there we go.
Okay, so this I believe, I'm pretty sure, is a pastel red and ringer, and that's it. I mean, from the
No
breeding, there's
Dark
a
Angel,
possibility.
yeah.
No dark angel. From the breeding, this could be a super pastel, super dark, super red and ringer. Jeez, let me get it out. Yes, could be super red and ringer, but I'm not seeing the super red and ringer in it. Crazy little head stamp. Like pastels obviously have a nice head stamp, but this one's got a very blocked
Back it
out
up a
head
little.
stamp.
Oh yeah, it's got kind of like that butterfly look to it.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like NGS kind of thing. It's
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
neat. Yeah. But yeah, neat pattern. But yeah, simple. But I like what the red and ringer does. You can see the red blushing going through the back, and you can see the ringer markings trying to really come up and come through the pattern
Did you
there.
say it's not a dark angel?
This is not a dark
Yeah, he
angel.
said it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna show us one that is.
Yes, indeedy. It's and I don't have to go anywhere for this one, so it's nice and easy. And I'm so glad that this came out of shed. It has just peed. So, yeah. So when you were saying about pattern, I haven't done enough, but you could see the patterns bled through on this really nice way with the Dark Angel. What you've seen with the straight Dark Angel there, and then
Yep.
the pattern of this little girl over here.
Slide him
So,
back over reptile pit a little. Yep, there you go. Perfect.
okay, that's great. Yeah, it's just hard to see what's going on with the animal and see the screen because I've got it at a real weird
No, it's
angle at the
perfect.
moment. Okay, superb. So thanks for letting me know that, Jared.
Yeah, I can see the
Just-
ringer gene in this one for sure. I
yeah,
can
red and
definitely
ringer,
see the pastel and the dark angel, and then the red gene influence in this one is
water blushing.
trivial.
I think it's quite there,
Because red gene
maybe
tends to
constant.
fatten up the pattern more like the other animal you had just shown, like the original, or not the original, but the single gene, red gene, dark angel ringer that Jen had. The
Yeah,
pattern
yeah.
was much fatter from the red gene. So I don't know. It's, you know better than me, but it's one of those things where it's like, is the pattern just increasing the spacing between them and shrinking the pattern back up a little bit?
I mean, it might be the influence from the pastel. I haven't bred loads of pastel red and ringer genes. What I have noticed with the red and ringer being involved in pastel, when I have made it, it's been in hypo, and it really increases the blushing and the overall color. But it makes the back a lot more blushed out. The dorsal is a lot more blushed out, and that was the same with the um, I
So,
produced a hypo phantom red and ringer, and it was similar to this, but obviously that had hypo on top.
so I'll talk to you about it backstage, but try to look more at the pattern influence of red gene as well, because there's a lot of pattern influence to red gene that I've picked up on. But I'll
Okay.
tell you
Yeah.
more about that. We'll have to do an
Well,
episode
thank
on
you.
that red gene as well. I already have some other breeders that prolifically work it isolated, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's very underestimated, the red and ringer. As I said, I produce clowns with the red and ringer, and they're superb. They're
They're
I
definitely
can't go.
underrated because, they were just hitchhikers that were trivial early on. Does this blackhead have it? Does it have red gene? Does it have ringer? What is red gene? What is ringer? Nowadays, we kind of have settled down that debate and we can kind of pick it out better, especially with the people who have focused on it.
And it's great that some people are focusing on these more subtle genes because I think there's an importance for everything, you know? We shouldn't just write it off just because it isn't as expressive as other genes. Some of the most impressive genes are subtle. And just show you again on the head, see how it joins up at the back.
Yeah. I
I've got
like
the
how
line
much
back there.
contrast it adds because the darkness around the electric yellows, it's just nice. Nice contrast.
And this will, I guarantee you, it already has started to get darker. This will get dark enough to a point that you won't even know that there's pastel in it. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I produced a version with leopard. The dad has leopard in it as well. And if I didn't tell you that animal had pastel in it, you'd find it very hard to know, you know?
Yeah, David said he loves the noise
Oh,
and color on the alien
great.
heads.
It's
Same.
peeing. That's twice in 2 shows that, yeah, they've decided to pee. And I thought they had his pee load go before the show, but no, it decided to pee as well. You know, I've got to.
That's all right.
Yeah, well,
All
when they've
part of
got to go,
live
they've got to go.
animals.
Yeah,
Animals pee and poop. It's okay.
yeah. You know, this is part of life. You know, we all do. This is it. But you know, we normally don't do it whilst on camera.
At least Mills kept it PG-13.
All right, then I'll get the next 2 siblings from this clutch, so we'll just go through. But I think you could see that the influence of the Dark Angel with a pastel, a simple gene like the pastel, has worked pretty damn well. And by the way, that girl that I showed you, the Dark Angel pastel, red and ringer project Pride, that is one of the girls that I'm at this moment in time contemplating on letting go. I'm not sure as yet, but
All right, Mills, I'm going to ask you just to pick up the pace a little bit with the animals so we can get through more, because this episode we're not going 3 hours.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour max for me. So
Yeah. Now I want to get into the good ones too. So let's see these other animals, the other comparisons, and then
absolutely, because he has some fire over there.
yeah. I know we're killing everybody right now. That's why I'm like, all right, let's pick it up a little. I am very interested in the Dark Angel Pieds. Now you've seen them, right, Jen?
Yes.
So give us a little insight before we actually see the Black Angel Pied, Dark Angel Pied.
They're stunning, in my opinion. But
yeah, does it have like a gradients of color throughout it still, or is it very, very dark?
Granted, it's been almost a year since I've been over there, so
Yeah, and who
They've got
knows
a
how
lot
they
darker
age.
since Jen saw them, yeah. They've got a hell of a lot darker. So, yeah. I'll show you them in a second anyway. There's a few variants
Whoa.
with the Pieds.
Now
So,
that's nice.
so this is simple again. This is just 3 symbol
Pastel
genes.
leopard, Dark Angel, Red Gene, Ringer.
Dark Angel, Leopard, Pastel, Red and Ringer. Posset Pied.
Oh yeah, did I not say Pastel?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure, but we'll see. Yeah, but yeah. I know
yeah,
you said
that's
it in
a
your head, even if you didn't
sexy
say it out
animal
loud.
there.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, when
superb
we were
looking, you know?
we were talking about that interaction that pastel leopard has, and how much the pattern wants to just be really webby and kind of sporadic, and then you see that here. You see it want to be really kind of wacky, but the Dark Angel and the Red Gene Ringer kind of pull it back together into like there's a vine of pattern down the back just dripping here and there.
Yep.
Really superb as well. And again, with that head stamp, look, with the pastel on it, it's got that clover leaf head on it again.
Yeah, butterfly,
And then it's
clover.
got the the down lines on the eye as well, but this one's got a jaggedy crew cut eye as well, you know, the eye stripe.
Yeah, the white line actually connects from the eye back to the neck stripe. And
It's
then the eye
crazy.
stripe even connects into the neck stripe as well. That's cool.
Yeah,
And it has a couple extra little teardrops of white under the eye.
yeah.
Huh.
It's got crazy color eyes as well, but that'll be from the pastel.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it
yeah,
definitely
fairly
gives you like
sporty.
the Enchi pastel head stamp, but I don't even think I've seen a pastel Enchi head stamp through a pastel Enchi leopard. So like it's really strong. It would be one of those. I wonder how it's going to influence other head stamps, like a Dark
Yeah,
Angel spot nose, things like that.
yeah.
Dark Angel Mario.
It'd be cool, right? But this is a great thing. We're at breaking ground at the moment. But again, the pattern for a stripy line leopard, this is really unusual for a stripy line leopard.
Yeah, a lot of towering to the alien heads, less
Yeah.
chaining.
Yeah. Look, it's got a little giraffe over there. But yeah, it's just one gene above its mother. But the contrast is superb, I think.
And the belly's real clean on it too, right?
Hmm.
100%.
Yeah. A lot of that pattern's pushed to the sides. Huh. Interesting. I almost want to see that in like a highway. A dark
Right?
angel highway, leopard highway. Oh, that's gonna be wild.
It's going to be cool. But the future is
Yeah.
dark. Future is dark angel.
The
Now this
future is
one,
dark.
this one, I believe. No, it's not. It's not going into shared. So obviously, we're in testing ground still at the moment, but I believe this could be one of two things. So this
Wow.
is a sibling as well.
That's amazing.
Ooh.
If you
Head
didn't hit that
stamps,
like button yet, make sure you smash that like button now.
Like, subscribe. Come on, let's go.
and you gotta love the knowledge that Jared has with the animals, the little nuances, like the stuff that he gives in his conversations. I think so much great knowledge. You know, we should really be watching all of his programs. I love watching them myself anyway.
I
So thank you,
appreciate
Jared,
it.
for your knowledge as well. You know, so you can see on this one, the head stamp is totally different.
Just wild. Like if you show us the eye stripes, can we get the
Sure.
side view?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, the blushing goes from like the center of the back of the head all the way into the neck, just like one solid blushing. That's crazy. Typically,
Yeah.
you have that neck stripe wanting to start right there, and it's just blushed out instead. And you almost have like a little dot that wants to come out of pattern right behind the neck,
Hmm.
like the dot, but it's muted. That's crazy beautiful. What do you think this is?
I believe this
Super
is
Dark Angel.
Super Dark Angel, Leopard Pastel, um, Red and Ringer, Poshet Pied. Again, no way of knowing the pied on this one, het pied on this one. But there is a chance that this one could be Super Leopard
Oh,
instead
okay.
of Super Dark Angel. But I think it is Super
I
Dark
can
Angel.
I can see that being Super Dark Angel, for sure. It has a lot of the influences, especially with like the extra burnouts and like the choppiness and pixelation and the blushing of the pattern and the color. Like if you
Hmm.
go to that bottom edge where the white meets the dark, you get a lot of pixelation of the different, like three different colors, the black, the white, and the tan, and it's all kind of spread together. You didn't get any of that in any of those other combos. It was a very stark white line with a very black edge meeting it.
Of course. But seeing as this is the first lot, I've got to make sure I know what I'm doing and say, I would have thought that if it was super leopard, we would have had, much thicker back stripe, dorsal stripe, and also it would have been much more broken as well.
Well,
Because
and
from
the
my
other thing
experience of
about
super
the
leopard,
super leopard stuff, and I'm not sure if it translates, how it translates into the dark angel stuff, because the dark angel stuff seems to have a pretty damn clean belly. But the super leopard combos that I've seen and that have been proven through testing definitely have a very manila yellow influence to their belly coloration.
Hmm.
So I don't know how the Dark Angel's whiteness is going to counteract that Super Leopard, but to me, I don't feel like that's Super Leopard.
yeah, my first gut feeling is that this is super dark angel. I mean,
Yeah.
the melanin on it is super dark, but
And I think
obviously,
with Leopard, it's going to, I mean, the Super Leopards that I've seen were extremely, extremely uh, flat black. They didn't have any blushing burnouts coming through that upper lateral black separation between the dorsal and the top of the alien heads. Like on the super leopard combos that I've seen tested out, it's a stark black, not blushing.
yeah. I'm trying to see if you guys can see the iridescence on this as well. Iridescence is superb on this, but I don't think it's being picked up by the camera or my lighting isn't good
Yeah,
enough,
I can see some of it, but it's always hard to pick up on camera.
I just gotta say it again. I love this snake,
Oh,
and
me
it's a,
too.
and it's a
Mills,
pastel.
Mills, send her
Yeah.
to me. Send her to me. Come on.
Like that's a pastel. That's insane.
And it's just
Like
going to get darker, I promise you guys.
yeah,
I promise you guys. It's just going to get darker and darker. And also, the other thing that it could be as well that I forgot to say, it could be super red and ringer, but I don't think it is. Again, I don't think that this is, but
I
it's got
think
a
it
chance
has
of
a
this,
it has a very strong possibility of being super ringer.
Okay.
Very strong because of the amount of blushing that's fighting through the upper level, and
Hmm.
especially along that line where the belly
Yep.
should be black meeting white. I think that is a super ringer because especially with how much choppier and busier the keyholes and everything are. Yeah, I think that's going to prove to be super ringer just, as a hunch based on everything that I've seen with the ringer gene and what I've seen just tonight.
I just love the dorsal as well. But yeah, let me move on to the next one. There is another one that is pretty much the same as this, but it's in deep blue, so there's not even any use of really showing you that one, because
It's
it's
an
in such deep
interesting
blue.
take. The Dark Angel, the Super Dark Angel, is it going to double up on the black or is it going to double up on the blushing coming through the black? That's a good question as well.
I think I'm just about to answer that question. Let me show you.
All right. I think from what we've seen, it doubles up on the contrast of the black. Yeah, I have a really good feeling that that was a super ringer at least.
I mean, I like just even the pastel single level Dark Angel. I think that the contrast on that is just, for me, it's sublime.
Yeah, I really love how the Dark Angel just wipes out the. Honestly, my favorite part is how the Dark Angel wipes out the washed out head of the pastel. Like, it still has the blushing, but it's not whited
Absolutely. Yep.
out. It's not whited out. And that's a big thing for people with the pastel mutation is a lot of people love the body of pastel combos and they hate the heads because of the white head blushing.
Ooh, look at that. Whew.
That is just insane. Go ahead, you do that a few times. Peekaboo. That thing just looks like a piece of sandpaper. Just how gritty it is because of how flat the coloration is. Like you could see every scale on this camera right now.
I mean, when this thing came out the egg.
Like, it has no shine to its body. It's insane. The only shine is the iridescence.
And this is starting to go into shed. Genuinely, this is
Okay,
actually
okay, yeah,
the
yeah.
animal's
Then
starting to
that's
go into
the
shed.
lack of the shine is the
Yeah.
going into shed. But that actually gives us a better insight to the color and the contrast and the blushing.
That's why it's so matte black. Otherwise, this thing would be pinging off iridescence in every corner at the moment. It really would be just going ballistic with iridescence.
Yeah, and this was the
I love
animal
that.
that was out of shed on the Trap Talk Network episode that you recently did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you
This is
guys
her.
want to see it in its shining glory, you can check out that episode.
It was only on display for like literally a minute, or two. So yeah, but now you can see it properly. Unfortunately, I had a feeling
And you
that
see
this
the
one was
belly there? I have to mention it because you see it. That's the freaking super leopard coloration that you get in the belly, and it does overpower the dark, it's super dark angel.
yeah.
So with that being clear as day, the coloration of the super leopard belly, I'm gonna definitely say that the other one was just a super dark angel leopard pastel super ringer, maybe red jean. That's my take on the last one, but that's the super leopard coloration in the belly. Even with the super dark angel, it didn't white it out. It's like chicken
So
noodle soup.
again, what I was saying before, like you can't really see much of the dorsal stripe. With super leopard, what I find is not only is the dorsal stripe really, really thin, but it's really broken as well. And in the last one I showed you, the super dark, what I believe is super dark angel pastel leopard, red and ringer, possible super red and ringer. The dorsal stripe still had real chain links going through it.
This one
And
could be a triple super. This one could be super red, super
yeah,
ringer, super leopard, super dark angel, right?
That's a
yeah.
good point.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that could be a super ringer as well because of how choppy
Super
it is.
super red and ringer. Yeah, I just love this. Doesn't that look like the writing on the ring of power?
Yeah, like the scription.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in shed, she's insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
It looks like she's going more into shed while she's on camera. It's just getting
It's
frostier.
so beautiful.
We will capture this one just
Look at that
after it's
little
shed
neck
at some
stripe.
point, you know.
Ah,
But
the
the
head is
face is
so
beautiful.
black.
Oh, that head.
It's like a Maculot's python.
Yep.
And she still has like the one dot behind the eye, you know,
Yeah.
on the white. So that does seem like a little consistency, the little dots behind the eye
Yeah.
and that white stripe. With the ring light, it almost looks like she has a pupil like a colubrid.
Right?
And she's got markings just going past her chin as
Man,
well.
when did you start bringing corn snakes and ball pythons?
A
That looks like a
cornball, man.
black
Have you not
rat
heard of
ball
it?
python.
The cornball. Have you not heard of it?
That legit looks like with the ring, with the ring light eye. It does look like a black rat snake ball python,
It does. It does.
doesn't
Have you
it?
seen this new species of snake? It's just been produced.
It's a hybrid. We finally figured it out. Colubrids and pythons.
But you
All
know
right,
what? A
yeah, we're
message
just
I got a couple days ago, and I think Mills has heard this too, is Dark Angel is just another line of leopard, and I completely disagree with that.
It wouldn't be interacting with leopard if it was another line of leopard. You
Right?
couldn't get a double super if it was another line of leopard because they would be
Yeah.
allelic.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And also,
Because if it
like,
was a
I've had it.
line, it would be falling on the same allele, so they would be
Yeah.
allelic, and it's impossible. Not
And
with this interaction.
I had so many people say, "Oh, it's just the same as Blackhead." When I finally proved them wrong, it was a great feeling, you know. But you can definitely see, even in its simplest form, it looks nothing like a Blackhead. And it's lighter than a Blackhead in its simpler form, but it's producing results that are super, super dark.
Mm-hmm. And that other animal, now that I'm thinking about it, the pastel was what the pastel with the super ringer gene is what I think is increasing all the blushing throughout the other one.
Yes, yes, I agree
Yeah.
with you.
It's got to be the super ringer with that. And then the red gene, obviously, a little bit playing in.
And
But
obviously
yeah,
that
you're
one's
right,
lighter because that's
Adrian.
pastel. Sorry.
She is in shed, so the shed is enhancing every scale, but the blackness definitely enhances every scale.
Yeah, that's a sexy beast right there.
Yeah. My little pride and joy. Yeah, you don't understand how many people have tried to make me offers for this animal. Yeah.
Tell us
Begs, they
the
all
biggest
sell me their
offer you've
kidney.
said no to.
You can
For
send it
this
to
girl,
us. Send it to us. It's okay.
for, for this girl or full stop?
For that girl alone, what was the biggest offer you put down?
20K.
You
No,
said
it's
20, 30,
25,000 pounds.
25,000 pounds. Okay.
Yeah.
And that right there should tell you all the reach for this project.
Absolutely, yes.
If you're one that's sitting there comparing this to another line of leopard, you're just not going to have fun. That's all. I mean, it's all it's about is having fun and discovering new stuff. And I think that this clearly shows that it's different and interacting with the leopard. And it's obviously a super form one way or the other with the mutation also involved, which wouldn't be possible.
Exactly. There's no way. It wouldn't make sense, because then,
Yeah.
yeah. And obviously, if people have seen super leopards. You can produce as many super leopards as you want, but you're never going to get a straight super leopard that looks like this. It's impossible.
Even you showed off the dark angel leopard earlier too, and that animal, if you missed that, if anybody missed that, go back in the episode and check out the leopard dark angel and also the leopard blackhead dark angel, because both of
Absolutely,
those
yes.
animals will really build up, the stacks of genetics into what this expression is and everything else that we've talked about if you came in late.
There was one baby in the clutch that was even darker than this. It was just the darkest snake, darkest ball python that I've ever seen in my life. And unfortunately, it got tangled with its umbilical. I thought it
Oh,
was actually absorbing its yolk, and I thought the yolk was going down, and it wasn't. It wasn't messed up.
gotcha.
But yeah, so I don't know. I may shoot for the same breeding, but I've got other things that I need to get into Dark Angel. But at least I know the potential. And I think that animal, the only difference was it didn't have leopard, so it was so super dark, but it didn't have any of this patterning on the side. But it was a shade darker than this, if you could imagine it.
Okay.
It was just disgustingly dark. So it shows the potential. And what I really want to find, with all the problems that are associated with, like the Panda Python stuff, imagine a
Yes.
super dark angel pie.
We had a
How
comment
beautiful,
earlier like that about
yeah,
that right here.
how beautiful was the furnace clown that Ken Masick produced, that stunned me as a clown. It was absolutely fantastic looking animal. And there's a place for super dark clowns as well. There's a place for everything. And what's going to happen, as Jens hopefully will figure out in a few years, what's going to happen with a super dark angel Axanthic? I think
Yeah.
there's the potential is just endless, and no one person can do everything. And as you said, what's going to happen with the super dark angel monsoon? Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, there's just endless possibilities, obviously.
Absolutely, yes.
So we're getting around to these honorable mentions, but I want you to be able to show off the other Dark Angel animals that we're waiting to see that you are,
Yeah.
haven't revealed to the world yet. The pied
Okay.
combos, and just grab whatever else you want to kind of show us for
Okay. Cool.
the finale.
For the
And then we'll
finale,
move into the updates on the new Bambino combos that you want to reveal as well.
okay.
So if
So
y'all if y'all joined in late, we do have some brand new Bambino combos that will be showcased for the first time tonight. Right after this is the finale of the Dark Angel stuff. We're about to see if there's anything better than the animal he just showed, but if not, we're at least going to see some really awesome stuff with some pied animals, visual pied Dark Angel combos. I don't know, it's all new to me. It's a surprise. I didn't even get an itinerary list or nothing. So now, what do you think, Jen, would be a nice incomplete dominant to mix in and shift the pattern more of the Dark Angel and interact well with kind of that rolling belly line?
I will tell you when I produce them.
Now, do you
Because I'm
think
working on it. I'm working on it, but we
now
shall see. But
you
Inchi is
don't?
one. Inchi is definitely one.
Okay, now don't give it away if I say it. Just pretend like it isn't. If I do guess anything, just be like, maybe or whatever. But what do you think about lace and white lace into the Dark Angel project?
Oh, you know what? I don't work that at all, but I love. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Because lace really likes to lift and push pattern
Yep.
thicker up towards the top and shrink it down towards the belly,
Yep.
especially when you double up like lace and yellow belly.
Yep.
And the Dark Angel wants to have a really thick pattern overall. It's like, how much is the lace gonna be able to shrink that
Oh
that
no, I
bottom
think I
part?
think I think that combo would be sexy. I
And then
do.
with the animal that you showed, it already has that kind of white pixelation coming bursting through the alien or through the blushing
Hmm.
areas. And we all know that the lace wants to popcorn from the belly. So I think that
Yep.
those two interactions will intensify as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like
You have a great mind. You have a great mind for genetics, so
every single cut of blushing could just have a really stark white pixelated pattern coming up through it, which we haven't seen anything like that before. A
yeah.
secondary pattern inside of the blushing that's consistent enough, almost like
Yep.
little shark fins or something.
Shark
Little
fins.
waves, like little waves.
We'll call them shark fins. Shark
Yeah.
fins.
I think Mills was he messing around there?
I was just
Mills.
wiping the
All right,
table. I'm
we're
here.
ready. Are you ready?
Yep. Yep.
I
I'm
just
here.
I just want to say hi, Mitzi. Hi, Mitzi.
Yeah,
Hi,
say
Mitzi.
what's up to whoever you want in the chats that's joining us live.
Hey, guys, and thanks for joining all you guys. So, where am I? Okay.
Oh,
Is that on screen? Can you see that, guys?
yeah,
Or am
I'll
I
make you big
too
screen
close, too
here.
close?
See if you
All
can
right.
zoom out from your camera a little bit.
Yep. Back it up.
All right, there, and then point it just
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I can't see anything like on the screen.
All
So,
right, right
like,
there, and
if
then
you
go
need
back a
to.
little bit. That's all with the snake. No, that's perfect. Look at the head
Okay.
stamp on that. It's like a K.
So, I want you, Gerard, firstly, if you can with your expert eye, have a guess at what this pied is.
So that there is a leopard dark angel. Probably um gosh. I want to say it's likely a blackhead leopard dark angel pied.
Can we see the head? The eye?
Yep. There's a
I know
question.
I know
Leopard. Yep.
definitely
They're
leopard. I know
leopard.
definitely leopard dark angel pied.
Can you see the eye there?
Pastel, that's it. Pastel leopard dark angel pied.
Yep. Possibly red ringer as well, but I don't know how the red ring is going to interact with the pied. But unfortunately, this one's high white, so obviously not as much pattern or anything else. Couple
Yeah.
little
Once you
lovely
showed
love
me the
hearts on
eye, I
him,
saw the pastel, but that really doesn't look pastel.
Right?
right?
But yeah,
And I
once
should
the
have
eye
showed,
gave it away.
but you see, like this is what happens. How Dark Angel ages, like the pastel vanishes. I'll should have shown you the dad to that last clutch
And
and
that's kind of
how
where I
in
went the
contrast.
blackhead in a sense, because I was thinking, all right, it's got a really muted pattern, but that's just the interaction with the pastel and the dark angel then.
Yeah, exactly. Like
And
if I showed
how old
you
is this animal?
this animal was born in the same year as your boy, yeah. So 2024, just a few months older than your boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And
see, I'm just getting them right. He said pastel. He said leopard.
yeah, it's playing noughts and crosses as well. Look at that for a perfect cross.
Yeah, it's interesting. I seen
That's
another one of
cool.
those freckles pies popped up recently
I see a heart there
on
too. I see a
Facebook.
heart.
Yeah, it's got hearts all over it. But look how dark that is. The outline is for a pied. Beautiful
Yeah, and
outline.
leopard likes to make
Darkened, yeah.
the
Yep.
front and the back of the saddle edging is always darkened up with the leopard, but other than that, leopard just makes them high white.
And look at the head stamp again. Same lines drawing down and
Yeah,
everything else.
so the first thing I noticed
Full
with the
drop.
head stamp is if the nose was pointed up and we were looking at the back of the head, it looks like a K.
Yeah,
Like you could call it an X, but it looks more like a K.
that's what KP just said as well. It's my
Yep.
snake. It's got a K on it.
Yeah.
Need to name that
And it's
one
got hearts on
KP. Name it KP.
Now it looks kind of like a Y, but at first it looked like a K before.
it. Maybe if I put it this way. Now is it a K? But yeah, it's a beauty. So that's with pastel, basically making it a lot lighter in color. Now this one is with out the pastel, and I am not sure. This one could be leopard as well. Sorry, I'm just trying to juggle these around. Oakley dokley. Come on. Oh, okay. All right. And I discovered afterwards that the mum wasn't labeled up as being yellow belly, but she could be yellow belly. So this one could have yellow belly in it, but I'm not sure. But
Okay.
this is, to me, a dark angel leopard pied. Way darker. Look at the dark rifts through it. The head stamp again.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, the eyes.
It does have some fuzzy edging around the saddles, but not enough to where I would say it's definite yellow belly. I would say it's very likely yellow belly.
Yeah.
Just because, yellow belly likes to chop the edges of the pied saddles, and by your finger there, they're pretty choppy. But they're just not as extreme as you would expect. But I do believe it's yellow belly.
Yeah. Well, when sold the female, there was no mention of any yellow belly at all in it. But when
I
I've
thought you
seen
said that
some
it
of
was
them,
possible, right?
yeah, it's possibly, yeah. There's no
Okay.
guarantees, but it's just all this yellow flecking as well coming through it.
Oh, okay.
All the
So
way
there was
through it.
no actual known in the breeding. You were just saying on a hunch.
On a hunch, yes, yes.
Okay. I can
This is
see why you think it because there's like a hint of that choppiness
yeah,
but if there was no possibility, that definitely could just be like the interaction of patterns. I
yep,
like I was saying, it's not as extreme as the chopping of a yellow belly pied would be.
yep. I agree with you. But that's
Look
nice
at
and
that
dark
one. That
for a,
one saddle there in the middle, it has the white bar of belly pattern on it. Not
there.
that one, the one behind it in the coil on the other side. But yeah, it's like it wants to be yellow, but it's almost like a white bar. I'm just making stuff up.
But yeah, if this is this dark as just a simple 2 gene pie, just leopard and dark angel, then I can't wait to see the super,
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah,
Hides are so weird. They hide things so well as also.
yeah. But I would love to see a super and have it being so dark like a panda, and hopefully a level darker than that as well.
Yeah, and the Panda 2.0 is the Suma Black Pastel Pied, and that
Yeah,
doesn't have any wobble issues. So maybe something like the Suma Super Dark Angel Pied, that
yeah,
could really change. Or even just a single dose of Suma with the Super Dark Angel, or a single dose of Dark Angel with the Suma.
yeah. Who knows? It's the beauty of experimentation. But I just want to take it to its basics and just try and produce a super dark angel hide, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do this season, but hopefully by next year I should be able to do it. A super dark angel hide visual, and
Okay.
then we'll layer it out from there. I'll see what we could add to it to actually give it more depth. But imagine a super dark angel, super blackhead hide. I mean, forget about it.
That would be magical.
Okay, somebody definitely thought so. That came up with timing, hey?
So, let me know. Do you have any other Dark Angel combos that you want to show off, or do you want to get into those other new reveals?
Yeah, I can show the father to that clutch that I just
Oh
showed you,
yeah,
just
let's
to
show
show
that one. Yeah,
how.
that's a
Okay.
pastel that is older. A pastel Dark
Yes,
Angel that's older. So that's a good one to touch on before we go into
I
the
wish
Bambino.
I wish I didn't tell you that it had pastel in it, and just yeah. But anyway, I'll be back.
I think the shock factor helps when you say this has pastel and then you show something that is like that shouldn't have pastel. They both left me here alone, so let's say what's up. Appreciate everybody that's in the chats. If you got any comments or questions, just drop them in there. And that's one of the things that I noticed is just, and I touched on earlier, is it takes away the whiting of the pastel head washout. And some people don't like that, the washout of the pastel head. So, you know, especially in that one really crazy pastel leopard, super dark angel, possible super ringer, like that animal had all the electric yellows, but all the contrasting blacks, and all the blushing on that snake from the
Absolutely, yes.
pastel was just rustic looking, it didn't look like pastel blushing. It just looked like normal blushing.
Yep.
Really cool. And that was busy for a leopard for sure on that pied. Had more pattern. Maybe the Dark Angel brings more pattern into pied, more pattern coverage. And leopard is always a higher white pied with lower pattern coverage. And typically you have to work something like Enchi into the leopard pied stuff to get it going.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with pastel. Has a place and a time, in my
I
opinion.
love myself.
No one said anything was wrong with pastel. I just said that I know that some people don't like the whiteout of the head. Um, I've heard personally that it's a cringe thing. Like when they look at it, they just can't stand it, and it almost looks
Oh
like
no.
translucent, like they can see through the snake's head or something. So
It's
it
a
kind of
great
like
gene.
weirds
It's a
them
great
out
gene.
and stuff. Just something like that. Like some people just don't like it. It's not that they don't like the gene though. And things like the Dark Angel could rewrite that kind of distaste in some projects for some people.
What you got
Look
there,
at this.
Mills?
Okay, so this is the father to the clutch I just showed. So this is the Dark Angel Leopard Pastel Hide. So I mean, as a pastel goes, we've seen many pastels that get really overshadowed as that as an adult. And then if you look at the baby that was produced, how much more vibrant and how much more you could see the pastel in that baby in
Yeah, go down
comparison to
some.
this.
Yeah,
Like that?
hold it just above Homo the Bambino. Yeah, right there is perfect. And the rustic color of the blushing is just transforming for the whole look of the snake, you know?
Absolutely,
And
yes.
that's what we were basically saying is like the Dark Angel rewrites the blushing for pastel. It changes it to where it doesn't white it out anymore. It gives it more of that rustic coloration. And in some combos, like say like the pastel Mojave Hypo that has like that really red coloration in the blushing and then the really whited out head. It's like if you put Dark Angel on that, it could almost erase the white out in the head and increase and intensify the rustic red coloration in the blushing. And then
Yep.
with the hypo on top, it's like who knows how good that would look.
Yeah, I need to get Dark Angel into hypo 100%. But look, the head's not blushed out anymore. If it was slightly before, it had the same type of
Yeah, it's
flare
barely
on the head.
blushed. Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's that side pattern again. There's that marks on the cheeks, ears, wherever down
Yep.
there.
Appreciate
So
the comment, Head Coils. Said the color is so cool. For a
yeah,
pastel, I know, it's amazing. I personally am one of the people who have loved the whiteout head of the pastel and the super pastel since the
I
beginning
love
of
it.
time.
Same.
And
I love
I
it.
love the super vanilla for that reason as well. Honestly, when the super vanilla was first made and they were calling them the eraser heads and they were trying to coin that name, I was like, oh, I hate that. And I really disliked the vanilla eraser head look. Now I love it.
Can you see the back pattern? This one has no chance of being super leopard. And you can
Hmm.
see the back pattern's got all the little keys and the little marks going through it and so on and so forth.
Yeah. And it's still super thin as well.
Yeah. Just kind of like its daughters, his daughters, but the daughters are on the next level, you
And
know. The
can we see
daughters
the
are,
belly on that? Because he
yep.
has the pastel in him.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, super clean. Doesn't even have the patterning along the
So
sides.
clean.
Along the
And this is actually the half brother to the one that Jen's got there. But this has helped me understand the Dark Angel without the blackhead in it. This has been the
Hmm.
first animal that could help me in that journey, apart from the mum, obviously. But yeah,
hmm
it's the first time I've been able to do it and try and
Now,
produce a super without there being a chance of a
question for
blackhead
you.
being in there.
Question for you. This is an important one. Now, this is going to make you think as well.
Well,
When you bred the blackhead dark angel original female, did you reproduce another dark angel blackhead from her?
um, ooh, did I replicate?
Could she replicate herself? And then the second question to follow to go along with that is, was every baby in the clutch blackhead or dark angel?
No, they're not allelic, so I can produce Dark Angel blackheads from breeding, so it's not an allelic combo.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I produced. I think.
Because I
Yeah, I
know
did
there's
produce.
probably a lot of people out there that may be watching this now or in the future that may have that question. Are they allelic? So that's good to know since you've bred from the beginning dark
That's a
angel
great question.
blackheads.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. No, they're their own genes in their own rights. They just
Ooh.
happen to work so well together. You know.
This right here, this idea is a good one. David
Okay.
says that this needs DG in it, and I agree. I now with the pastel, I don't know, but I think the super dark angel, super leopard animal that's extremely dark I think that needs DG because the pattern that you have, what is it going to do? How is DG going to affect it, you know?
I think it'll be interesting. I definitely want to see it in hypo first because I
Yeah,
think
I was
that'll
gonna say
work with the
hypo.
I think that'll work with the patterning and also the color. It'll give it that depth as well. And I hope that we still get some iridescence coming through with the hypo as well. The DG, I think it'll be interesting, but I think it may mute it. But I would love to be proved wrong. I would love for someone to make a DG Dark Angel. You know.
I can't remember the exact combo I just recently seen. I'll send you a picture of it because I know I screenshotted it. But it was like a super blackhead, I think like super blackhead leopard DG combo, and amazing, amazing for it was one of the best dark DGs I've ever seen. And with the darkness that the Dark Angel has, I think it could even be better than that animal.
Well, that's interesting. I've always loved one of my favorite DGs is actually a blackhead DG, but I'd love to see what a super blackhead DG combo would look like. Yeah, that would be very interesting to give me a bit of an insight into it. You know,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
these guys over here are so calm, and I do think that is down to, for one, socializing with them every day, and also feeding on defrost. I think it makes a big difference. That backstripe. Yep. But yeah, I think that's kind of the end of the
Okay. The
Dark
Dark
Angel
Angel
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's a killer animal to finish it off with, though, because it just shows the potential of a Dark Angel pastel aging as it gets some size.
Oops. Yep. I'm gonna chuck this back, and then should we chat a minute, or do you want me to bring up some of the Bambino stuff straight away?
Go ahead and bring it out while you're back there, and then because we're getting close to the end here.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring up. I'm gonna bring one first that no one's seen properly as yet, and then I'm gonna bring the new clutch up. And so yeah, I'll be a minute.
All
Well,
right, no worries. All right, no worries, no worries. I want to give a special shout out to Jamie at Graceful Pythons because hatchling season is right around the corner if it hasn't already started for you. And she makes some amazing egg hatch trays. And
Jamie is
mine
awesome. I
mine
I
was the
love that she
first
made that for
one.
you.
Yeah, mine was the first one that she did in the two-tone colorway, so full black on the backing with the gem color blue,
Yep.
translucent blue for the cover.
Hell
So
yeah.
nice two-tone. I already hatched out some snakes on them last year. They work great. So definitely reach out to Jamie if you are interested in matching your colorway for your company or anything. She can do some
Yep.
two-tone now. And yeah, even if you just want some one-tone colorways, super affordable and fast shipping.
And Jamie is amazing. So, yep.
What do we say? Dope. She made that. Yes, they are 3D printed. I'll show you guys a little bit more. So, nice and smooth on the back.
Those are great.
And these little feet, I glued them in. They come separate, and then you just gotta pop them in, and they hold
Okay.
pretty well. But I just used a little dab of super glue on each one just to hold them
Little
tight.
dabble do ya.
Little dab, and they are concaved. They are concaved, so your eggs will not roll.
Awesome.
hey guys.
All right. So if everybody's ready, these are going to be the brand new Bambino combinations that have not been shown yet. We appreciate you for showing those off on the genetic canvas.
Yeah. So it's the first time that this one's been seen properly out of shed. and it's a little corker. It is a stunner, honestly. And interaction between these guys, the combination is superb.
Hey, stop that. What are you doing? I just gotta let it go. Sorry. I don't know what it's doing now.
It's got a mind of its own.
Yeah, it said it's 12 seconds long and I can't pause it or stop it.
Can you guys guess what this one is?
Go ahead, Jen. Take a whack at it. I can guess pretty well.
Is that Mandarin?
Nope.
It's Enchi.
Mm-hmm. And anyone in the comments, if you want to guess, go ahead.
Any comments? Guess the mutation.
Hurricane Bambino Enchi?
Yep.
He got it right. Hurricane
Is that
Bambino
Charlie?
Enchi.
Is that Charlie?
No.
That's David. Join Reptiles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he did get the Enchi for free because I said it. But he did guess the other one, Hurricane. Which Hurricane is very difficult to see interacting in this combo because the Enchi is really overtaking the Bambino and controlling it and not letting it be as messy as it would with just the Bambino Hurricane, you know?
Right,
Yep.
100%. The Bambino Hurricane is spectacular, especially as a double
I
pattern
think
mutation.
this is also spectacular for its own reasons, you know? It gives you more it gives you more pattern to manipulate with other things.
And the color is phenomenal as well. You know, Bambino really glows when it's with a light colored animal, and this will get lighter as it gets older. And when it's with a darker animal, it gets darker as it gets older. So I think the color contrast is beautiful, but these oranges will just continue to get more and more orange as it gets older. And I think that's
And
what's
blushing
really
in the
special
dark,
about.
or the blushing in between is so orange.
And that's what's spectacular about the Bambinos. They actually age so well. They actually get better with age, which very fortunate to see that with a morph that's a light morph that can actually get lighter and better in the colors that it needs to. So I can bet you my bottom dollar that this thing will be so orange as an adult. It'll be unbelievable.
Yeah, it's definitely going to get lighter because, you know, these animals with the intense blushing and the nice light khaki coloration and the patterns always typically enhance as they get older. Jason Amos says, let's see a good dark one. I don't know if he means Dark Angel or the Bambino because he mentioned it after you pulled the Bambino out. So I think he means the Bambinos.
How you doing, Jason? Yeah, I'm about to show one, a super dark one.
Hey,
But
to
yeah.
be fair, David, I guessed what this animal was a month ago. And
Yeah,
I
he
guessed
did.
it fair and square.
Yeah.
Hurricane
After
is
you knew what the
bringing a
pairing
lot to
was.
the table.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like the interaction. I think the Enchi's brought the color in because the Bambino Hurricane is not this color at all.
Yeah, and you
And the
see a
belly.
little bit more of the interaction of the Hurricane Bambino up by the neck. You get a little bit
Yeah.
more hooking in the alien heads, and the keyholes opened up more on the side of the neck. You see that you can really see like the hurricane muscles right there on the one alien head, and then everything behind that, the Enchi overpowers it.
And the belly's pretty neat as well. The belly's got pattern on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
it creeps
beautiful
into the
animal.
belly. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's the first mutation that I've really seen the pattern of the alien head creep all the way into the belly.
Yeah. And
Huh.
that's
Isn't that
typical with the
weird? Isn't that weird? Look at that. Isn't that
Isn't that
weird?
weird? It's so
Isn't that weird,
weird.
Mills? Doesn't that look like something? Doesn't that look like something, Mills?
I have no idea. What does it look like?
That looks like a snake I have in my rack, kind of. That's not Bambino at all, because I got her
Yep,
as an import out of Africa. But
I
doesn't that
know.
look like the creeper, man? That looks like the
It
creeper
does.
a lot, dude.
Does.
Even the
Does.
color. What if I have a freaking Enchi Bambino, like wild animal?
Wouldn't that be incredible?
Enchi would
Send it
have to
Wouldn't
be
it?
over here.
Oh
cast.
my God.
That would be crazy.
Send it over here now. I'll check it out for you. I'll make sure that I read it to the right thing to make sure that we can.
Damn you, Jared. No, that's crazy. I've never seen that before on any other animal except the import that I bought, except for this one. This is the only other animal I've seen that pattern creep into the belly except that import.
And it happens with just the Bambino Enchi as well. The Bambino Enchi, it's a real fight just with the Bambino Enchi without anything else on top. But the
This is
Bambino Enchi is
crazy.
more like a tan color, like a light tan color, where with the mix with the three of them together is turning this thing orange, like orange, 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 orange.
Nobody.
Like this thing is orange. Anywho, I'll
No, no,
bring the
no.
next
I'm gonna
clutch up.
fucking. Sorry, I don't ever swear on this show. This is a PG-13 show. I'm gonna go get this girl I'm talking about to show her off
Do it. Do it.
because
I'm gonna get the
it's
next three.
incredible how crazy that similarity is. So
Let's
hang in
go.
there with me. I'm gonna leave Mills up on the screen for a second.
Yeah, and this is the only place that you'll be able to see this animal, and this has been shown off properly first time on this show. It's had little glimpses here and there, and a little picture here and there, but to show it off in its full glory, it's the first time on the genetic canvas right here.
All right, all right. I'm almost back.
I
Sorry to
While
love
keep
you're
you
to
back,
waiting,
ruin
but
my
it's
kids'
worth it. I
ears.
promise.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I'm gonna
What?
go ahead and get the next clutch while you're doing that, John, because I've already seen that animal. So let me
Yeah.
just go ahead and not waste time. I'm gonna go get the next clutch.
So, this is a good follow up to his animal. I got this female out of Africa from Ian at Outback Reptiles, and I'd never seen anything like it. And I call it the creeper just as like a holding name, and I would name it that if it proved out. But it's the only mutation I've ever seen where the alien heads literally creep all the way into the belly
Yep.
very distinctly and boldly, kind of similar to that animal he was just showing. But
Yep.
most weird and crazy similar is kind of like the pattern, like
Yep.
it's very similar-ish.
It
Not
is.
Bambino Enchi-ish, but it's just similar.
Yep.
It has a lot more keyholes, not as much blushing, not as wide of pattern, like not as wide of negative space between the alien heads. So it's
Right.
definitely different, but like I've never seen anything even close to this. When I saw her at Outback, I was like, I gotta buy
I
that.
want that. Yep.
But yeah, the creeper. So a little sneak peek of the creeper. Hopefully she proves out as a mutation, and hopefully this pattern of the alien heads creeping right around onto the belly translates into the future.
Hell yeah.
But the coloration, just kind of the similarities, just was like, that looks really crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy. She's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like I've never seen anything like that. And it
Yeah.
goes all the way up her body, and it kind of brings a little bit of color bleed with it, and
Yep.
it chops it up really well, but
Very choppy.
no
What's her
ringers.
head?
And the
Can I
one
see her
thing
head?
is, oh, what?
Her head? Yeah.
Just like a brownish blushing, very light blushing, but brown.
Yep.
And you can say that her keyholes you could say they kind of look a little granity because they're pinched. But
Hmm.
what's the one thing that all like proven granite mutations have in common? They all have striping on the tail. The
Yep.
last third of their tail is striped. And that jumped out immediately to me. She has no
No
striping.
striping.
No striping. So I'm
Nothing.
like, this doesn't seem like a granite mutation. This doesn't seem like anything that I've seen, you know? So very excited just to see kind of what's hiding inside of this one.
Yep. I'm
And
excited for
wild.
you, dude.
Hey, I mean, the only thing that it's similar to is a Bambino Enchi. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Super wide eye stripes too, you know, super thick
Yeah.
behind the eye.
Yep.
And like she has like a little keyhole, a little like kind of granite of pattern, little like half moon there,
Yeah, she does.
like choppiness, you know. Look at the wink. Wink.
Wink, wink.
It seems like a lot of these keyholes want to be more triangular or pinched. Like, see, that's triangular. Very triangular. Even on this side, very triangular alien heads or keyholes.
I'm excited for you, dude.
So, yeah, raise her up as ethically and quick as I can.
Well, you got a good eye for things, that's for sure, Gerard. And like, you know, I've seen your African bits and definitely got a lot of promise. So, I can't wait for you to prove them out and see how they interact with other bits as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, 100%, 100%. I really like the stuff, and all the ones you showed me are, in my opinion, they've all got great potential. Now it's just proving them out and holding back all those animals for years and years and carry on producing those combos, eh?
For sure, yeah. Thank you.
Welcome to my world. Yeah.
What? Look at that. 12 seconds worth of drum snare. Wow.
All right, so unfortunately, this one's in shed, but that's not necessarily the worst thing, and you'll find out why in a second. But this one is in deep blue, but I wanted to show you because of the pattern. You can't see the beautiful colors on this boy.
Yeah, go back a little bit over your colored logo. Yeah,
Sure.
there you go.
But I know it's unfair for me to ask really, and I know you know what this is, Gerard, so yeah.
Hey, Rod.
Actually, you don't know what this is actually fully, but yeah, I know you have an inkling of what it is. But what would you guys guess at a guess, and even you guys in the comments, what would you guess at this be? And keep in mind, it's not the color that it should be.
Now, I'll let other people guess. I already guessed that one, right?
Yes, I think it's either this one or you guessed his sister. But I
Oh,
think it was
okay.
this one because this one wasn't in shed. And sorry, it's brother. I think the brother was in shed at the time. So I think yes, you're right. You guessed this one, yes.
Yeah. All right. Any guesses in the comments? What's in this animal here
Is
besides
there
the
a moho in
Bambino?
there?
Sorry, Jen?
Moho?
No.
No.
Remember, the color's totally off.
Well, that's helpful. So yeah, I have no, I
Thanks.
have no other.
And my memory is obviously off too, but I'm just gonna throw this one out there. Is there Orange Dream in it?
Yeah.
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 That's the one that would be harder for more people to think. Hypo is because it's in shed. It's not hypo. What
No,
else
it's
is in it, guys? Come
posit
on.
hypo.
All right, it's Hurricane.
No, it's not hurricane.
No, I know. I'm
So
fucking with him. No,
let
it's
me
Head
show you
Clown
one.
though.
Yeah, it's head clown. Yeah. Let me show
Yeah.
you one that's out of shed. So then it
Now I
will
had to
help a
say
bit.
Hurricane just to throw everybody off because of the Het Clown influence, making all the little muscle men. I
Yeah.
love the Het Clown influence in the Bambino for that reason alone. Like literally just the Het Clown giving it all those little horns, like it's literally it's workable as a single influence just on its own.
It's great, right? Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, this is one that's out of shed. So
Orange
anyone
Dream
want to?
Bambino Het Clown.
One gene I reckon you're missing on
Oh,
this.
Phantom on that one.
Close, Bell Complex.
Doesn't look like Doesn't look like a Mojave or nothing.
No, not Mojave. One of the other bell complexes that isn't worked with so much.
Less worked. No,
Phantom?
that's what
What's
I
the
said.
what's the second least worked
Oh my
bell
god.
complex?
Mystic.
Just say it.
No, it's Russo. So it's
Oh, Russo.
Bambino, OD, Russo, Het Clown, Posset Hypo.
Now,
Look how busy that is.
no, Phantom Mystic is the same. Russo
Yeah.
Special is supposed to be similar, is most similar.
No,
So
they're
yeah, that
different.
does.
Russo and Special are
They're
very
not. They're
different.
not the same, but they're the ones that are most similar in the single form as far as interactions go.
Oh, yeah, kind of. I think the Opal Diamond looks way different from the Crystal and stuff, or even the Phantom Crystal, you know. But yeah, interactions with maybe some other bits and overall appearance, maybe. But
If
they
you looked
interact
at
differently in both of them.
a single gene of each, the only difference for a lot of people is color. Specials are brighter, phantoms are
Yeah.
darker, but their patterns are very similar in the single form. When you get into
Oh,
supers, now it's all different, obviously.
yeah. Phantoms and Specials, I agree in their single forms are, but Russo is quite different though. Russo is a bit different, you know. I know they called them Het Russos before, but
Yeah,
they should
Russos
really
have a
be
lot
called
more
Russo,
single keyhole alien heads.
right?
You see
And
that translating here.
it's brought through. I think it's worked well with Orange Dream with the color, and with Bambino with the pattern. So I think it's made a really good interaction between the three. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you see that one? Can you show that one next to the the one that was in Shed, just the Orange Dream Bambino Het Clown?
Yeah.
And that'll show us the layer up
I have
with
5
the
minutes, guys.
Russo. What'd you say?
I have 5 minutes.
Okay. We're almost done. So yeah. I mean,
Ooh,
besides the color, because the one is in Shed,
This
right.
one's on shit. Yeah.
with the Russo, you get more of the striping, more of that kind of spot nosy look of the uniformity of the pattern.
The
Of like,
busier pattern is
you know, like
shrunk a
Yeah.
lot
this
more.
this alien head on this side of the line of the dorsal lines up with the alien head on the other side. That's what I mean as far as uniformity
Right.
across the dorsal. And
Yep.
then the striping, the coloration is obviously going to be more white in the blushing because Russo likes to whiten out the flames. And it likes to bring those flames up a lot higher in the one on the
Yeah.
left.
I
Even
love
though the
it
one on the
though. I
right is,
love it.
yeah, even though the one on the right's in Shed, you can still see the difference in the darkness
Yeah.
up
It,
Okay.
towards the
even if the
dorsal.
one wasn't in Shed, I think the Russo is stellar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
You see how it's pinching as well. It's pinching the pattern, and it goes all the way down to the belly, especially at the front end of it. Look how that pinches all the way down.
Bring it down some.
Oh, sorry.
Right there, yep.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Pinching all the
Yeah,
way
and
down.
that's the towering effect of that single keyhole alien head. It towers them out because it wants to thin them out.
Hmm.
Whereas the other one, the alien heads are a little bit thicker and they want to
Yeah.
be doubled up keyholes.
Yeah.
But the keyholes
A lot
doubling up,
thicker, yeah.
wanting
Yeah.
to double up creates that hook on each side from the Het Clown because, like, you get the one with the double keyholes there in the middle because it didn't open yet.
And the dorsal is very different as well. Dorsal's way thicker on this.
Yeah.
It's way thinner on this. Like, you see it.
Oh yeah, the dorsal is completely different.
Yeah. So it's quite cool, you know. But the interaction between these two are cool. And then there is puppy power. If you ever remember that, you guys are too young to remember that. Most of you guys, or you just didn't have it in the US.
That was a good guess. Pow Pow. He guessed honey when we were trying to guess the extra bell gene. That would have been a good guess though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
honey's
definitely had some honey look to it.
honey's the one I would go with. That's the most underrated or unknown about out of all the Bell complex. That's why I said probably Russo is probably the second most unknown about. You know.
You too, Head Cole. Have a good night. Thanks for the sub.
So Jason wanted to see something dark. How about that, Jason? Look at that for a beauty. So what do you guys reckon this is?
Well, that definitely has to have some hurricane in it.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
No, not at all.
Not any bit of
Oh,
it.
that's crazy. Because it's like, it's even more extreme with those hooks. And Jason just commented, which was perfect timing, right before you showed that animal. He said we're seeing bambinos with the muscle arms that aren't het clown. So, I mean, that one is het clown, though, right? If it's not hurricane, it's got to be het clown.
It is definitely head clown, yeah. Guaranteed.
Yeah. So, Jason, if you can comment, what do you think is the cause or interaction causing the muscle arms with the animals that aren't het clown and also don't have hurricane? Like, what other combos are you seeing the muscle arms with? But go ahead and tell us more about this animal while he may be answering the question for me.
Yeah. What do you guys reckon it is?
Hmm. I don't know. I mean,
Look how busy that pattern is.
Grim.
Nope.
I don't know. What is it? Asteroid?
Nope. No asteroid in the breeding, none of that.
I'm not going to guess anymore because I'm just dumbfounded at this point. I don't know what it even could be.
By the way, the other two could be Red and Ringer as well. I forgot to say that. And possibly are. I haven't really looked at them closely enough to see if they are or not. But this is,
Oh, okay.
in my opinion, this is a Bambino, Blackhead, Russo, Red and Ringer, Head Clown,
So
Concept
just
Hypo.
on that statement alone, I'm going to say that the ringer gene is probably what you're seeing making a lot of these muscle arms, even without the het clown then, because since you have blackhead mixed in, I'm assuming, now correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, but do you see it a lot in the blackhead project animals and siblings? Like, do you think that it could be the ringer gene in those animals as well that you're talking about?
What with Bambino or
Yeah, creating the little muscle arms and the pattern.
yeah, with Blackhead it does a lot create the muscle arms. It's not with every combo, but with Blackhead it definitely does create a lot of muscle arms.
Because I
Yeah,
can definitely
all the
see the
Blackheads
ringer
up against.
gene, because how the ringer gene wants to make more keyholes and make the outer line of the keyhole around the alien head like thinner. I could see that being thin enough to where the Bambino busts it open at the top, you know?
I love the tail end of this guy. Look at the tail end. Look how whacked out that is.
So
That's
that's
so good.
interesting. I would
Oh,
have never ever guessed blackhead on that animal just because how thick the pattern is, the lack of floating pattern, how wide it connects to the belly, you know? It's just crazy Bambino
that's
overpowering the
crazy.
blackhead.
Yep, it's beautiful.
It's totally different to any of the other Blackhead Bambinos I
And what's
produced.
crazy is I
The
guessed
Russo.
that animal's genetics before.
Yeah.
I remember that now. I was like, yeah,
Atta
that's
boy, J-Rod.
horrible. Horrible
did,
on me.
did you remember how much lighter it was when you first saw it? It was no way near as dark as this. It was way
Yeah.
lighter.
Yeah, it had more blushing.
Yeah, yeah. It's changed. It's changed. And that's only in less than a month. That's changed that much. Just one shed.
It almost gives me like redhead vibes, even though there's no redhead involved. It just has like redhead vibes to it.
right?
So Jason says plain Bambino has the muscle arms. Is that what he's saying? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
Some
saying,
plain
Jason?
he's
Bambinos do
saying
have them.
something involved in part of Bambino, part of plain Bambino, interacts with the muscle arms on its own, is what he's saying, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, there is quite a few of the straight Well, I haven't made loads of straight Bambinos, but yeah, Bambino does have muscle arms in its own right as well. Yeah,
Gotcha. So yeah, so it's like the ringer gene and things can just play into that natural kind of interaction that it wants to already have.
yeah. And make little Arnold Schwarzeneggers. Look at this one. That's massive.
Little Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Look at it. It's a little Schwarzenegger. Look at him.
Oh yeah, it's a little person right there. Arnold,
I'll be
I'll be
back.
back.
Get in the chopper.
Well,
Ah,
that's a good one. That's a good one there because, Arnold always says, I'll be back. And we're coming to the end of this episode, and it's been a really good one, really fun one. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed having you guys on as guests. Thank you for coming on and talking about the Dark Angel mutation.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah.
and it's always a pleasure. Thank you, Jared. Like it's always lovely to just if nothing else, just shoot the breeze on certain projects with you and just actually interact with you. And it's been lovely having Jen on as well. And thank you, Jen, for bringing out your Dark Angel bits as well. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
thank
and
you for
thanks for
showing off new
all the questions and
combos
everyone else
and,
there as well.
revealing your new productions that haven't been seen yet on the canvas. I appreciate that very much. I just
Yeah,
want to say to everybody
and
that's catching this episode now and in the future, thank you for joining us, sharing everything that we are learning here tonight and all the experiences that go along with it. It's just a fun time. We're here to have fun, we're here to learn. Just
Absolutely,
share a
yes.
passion about these animals, really gain the insights, learn how to and teach how we identify things, what we see. Nothing is really a definite. Everything is educated estimations for the most part until now with shed testing. And we had to prove things through breeding and through seeing consistencies for so long, and I picked up on that real young, and I just love talking about all these little details with everybody, and I appreciate that you all enjoy it as well and enjoy hearing me babble and sometimes make things up to try to describe what I'm trying to get across, and hopefully that's all humorous and it just makes the time better. But I enjoy spending my time with you guys now on Sunday evenings, and every week I look forward to coming on with different guests to learn and teach about different mutations and really just have inspirations because I gain so many different inspirations from doing this myself. And I just know that the future of this hobby is very bright, and for this mutation, it's very dark. So just can't wait to see
Absolutely.
what we get to make going forward with like this really dark over like wash over the body and then like a muted pattern underneath. And I think that we can really reach a peak where we can manipulate pattern underneath this dark cloud of coverage of that wash of kind of shadow. That would be really cool. And the super leopard, super angel, super dark angel, that definitely shows it. And of course, it was in shed this time, but the pattern is so muted on that animal. And then even on the adult pastel leopard, dark angel, blackhead, I think it was,
Yep.
um, just how much it overpowers that whiteout wash effect of the blushing and the pastel. it's going to be amazing going forward. So I hope you all are excited, and yeah, can't wait to see you guys next week. We're going to do the blueprint breakdown with Sculpted Exotics and dive into his
Let's go.
projects and get that series going for you all. And yeah, enough of me talking. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.